ourselves.
No, you shouldn't.
Yes, I should.
All right. So, we're here. Welcome. You're watching the stream. Thanks so much. And actually kicked out my stream view when I was working on things, most likely because it got a little overloaded. So I was putting things down. Couldn't handle what I was doing. So,
Too cool, can't do it.
Hey.
The siege will be powerful.
Join the Nameless
Yeah.
Fellowship for session 28. So the session in particular is the bells had been rang. Going back in the recap of the previous session, right? You all kind of made your way through Fort Farron. You talked to the commander. You talked to a priest Dumbly Goldbelly, right? Kind of understanding that, hey, it's not a big deal. Everything's going to be fine. It's not a huge thing. It's just these undead humanoids just slowly walk up to the wall. They impale themselves in this large, massive trench that's actually in front of you on the map. And maybe some get through. We just shoot them with crossbow bolts. And then we recover the bolts. We burn the bodies, rinse and repeat. That's really what the conversation kind of ended with. Now, though, as the bells began to almost rung and all the people got organized themselves, they got the mangonels, the catapults out just in case. They get the wagons filled with the rocks to be able to throw the catapults. They got the soldiers along the wall with the bolts. They got the torches lit. They got the braziers set up. There's people just aligning the walls. The same fog begins to roll through. The commander's looking around, yelling at orders. Everything's looking great. Everything's looking fine. And then sure enough, there's a large kind of hulking figures that emerge, stuttering through the fog. These figures are about 13 to 14 feet in height. They actually have black metallic armor on. A couple of them have shields, wearing these maces as well as they're running through trudging. They're going on all four. They're not all fours, but they're bipedal, and they're kind of throwing their shoulders down with their heads down, and they're in full charge dash mode. They are moving as fast as they possibly can, which is about 80 feet in a dash. So these creatures are fully sprinting through. Upon what happened there, Commander Remar Luna pretty much yelled out, "It's fucked." So that's going to probably sum up exactly what Commander Remar
And we're there just to watch.
And words basically not realizing the capabilities of what could possibly happen here. This is out of control at this point. They've never seen anything like this, these creatures and everything. And now as we kind of get in and settled into these creatures charging in, the rain falling down, the horde setting upon the wall, it's this time that I need all of you to go ahead and roll for initiatives.
Yes.
Why we're just watching.
So we're going to get your initiatives rolled, and we are going to take the highest initiative of your rolls here. And you all are going to go on that initiative. Obviously, there's still going to be order to it.
Guys, I got this.
Pass.
Guys, don't worry, I got a 4. We're fine.
I know this is great for Nara. Nara
Wow.
never goes first.
I never go first. And that's
Well, we
why
should get
I
a
get
big
4s on
display.
I
it.
feel like now
Really
we should be putting Naira up first just because Naira's D-tank. So
I'm on a wall and I'm just watching. So
We're just watching. Yeah.
we're just watching. That was
This is
the
like a
agreement.
documentary.
Ask
This is a
Seth.
live documentary. How do we know this
You
is not a
are just
reenactment?
How do we know they're not LARPers?
I mean, can I make a perception check to see whether this things are going to go bad?
Do we have PVC and foam swords coming at us? Or?
Because I would love to convince the party, like, hey y'all, maybe it's not a good idea to, I don't know,
Fight the
leave this
LARPers?
alone.
Okay, so you all are put up
so
into
if
the
you-
order.
I'd like
Again,
to
it's
go
going to probably
before
go.
him.
It's most likely going to go alphabetical, or there's some order that it's interpreting here through some of the stuff. I don't think it's alphabetical actually. Now I'm looking at it. I don't know what order it's doing, but regardless of that, you 6 are actually going to be at the top of the initiative board. Paz, you are leading the charge of the 23 initiative roll, so you're going to take the party with you to move quickly and efficiently and speed. Doesn't mean you have to go on the order that it is set here, right? You can say I want to go after this, I want to go after that, and from there we can adjust things. Okay.
Just,
So just FYI.
2 questions then.
Yep.
1, can I help the mangonel aim? Using a help action?
The mangonel and the way that those work, it's actually going to be a saving throw hit. So it's going to be
Okay.
a launch. It's a saving throw, and it's going to be basically if the saving throw, it's a single target. If the saving throw misses on the one target, then actually it's going to do damage to all the rest of the targets, since it kind of hits into that space and then breaks off.
Same question for the mob of Fort Farron soldiers. If I use help, do I just help one, or am I kind of helping and commanding?
You will help one. You'll help the one group. The one group. So the soldiers are going to function off of the mob attack as they're firing in their little groups that they're positioned here. The Commander Remar Luna actually has a feature or ability that they're going to inspire and provide advantage into these as well, duplicating the D20 rolls to hit.
Game is still paused.
It is
Wait,
still
say that last part again about inspiration.
So the Commander Remar Luna has a feature to the Commander. The Commander is going to not simply just fire. They don't have obviously a ranged weapon. What are they going to do? Just start yelling? So what they're going to do is they're going to use there's a feature I have built in that they're going to inspire the soldiers. So they're going to basically pick a group of soldiers for that particular round, and that they're going to give them the extra D20s. So right now they're in lines of 6, right? So they would have 12 then to be able to roll.
What I'm going to do. Yes, I have no ranged options here.
Yeah. So
I am actually going to move up one, and I'm going to help Soot.
okay. So we're gonna get started with you. We're gonna get started in just a second. So let me go ahead and
Okay,
reveal
got it.
what exactly is that you all see. So give me a second here while I get it.
We see some new friends.
Be ready to.
I don't really want to know what I'm seeing.
I don't see anything past like this since like this line.
Oh,
Just be
Lord.
ready to grab me and pull me out of
Holy
the
shit.
Oh, my
Holy shit!
Lord.
This is one shot. Oh my god!
This is a siege, all right.
That's pass.
That's not Gucci gang, guys.
This is
Naira?
for sure not casual.
This is why I play Sorcerer, because I can just throw out a lot of save or suck bullshit.
Oh no.
I am just here to make it so that you either save or you suck.
Okay. So as a combat is rolled, we're going to cycle through the beginning of combat. As you can see, as they begin to push through the actual fog and dispersing into shadows and different things moving. In total, from perceptions as you stare into the wall and get a large expanse, the rain kind of falling down, the thunderous stomps of these creatures as they push through, there are a variety. There is a difference between many of them. And they're also riddled within groups that potentially, as the commander kind of steers off in disarray, that they're organized as such as themselves as they are now. Suggesting and yelling out to the rest of the soldiers and pointing out specific targets as the commander begins to yell out, pointing, you take that one, you group take that one, designating them in specific kind of designations of the actual soldiers, running back and forth on the wall very briefly, telling which targets to kind of group up and start attacking. Now, from what you can understand is that they're hulking kind of these ogre-like figures, 14 feet tall with the shields and the black armor. They lead the charge moving at full dash, but behind them are these skeletons of bull-like creatures that are just 2 feet short of them, carrying great axes, and they as well are charging forward in a unison, kind of slowly towards the backdrop. The skeleton-like figures have bows. They actually have bows, and they're marching together slowly and surely as the arrows are in the bows currently as they're walking, and they're beginning to pull and draw them in the position spaces that they are. They are not short bows. They are long bows. They are capable of firing if it ranges up to the wall with no disadvantage. Behind them, you have these kind of lingering undead figures. They're just slowly walking. They have no weapons. They have no armor. They have nothing. They're just slowly walking in groups, but they're together in sort of formations as they're just slowly walking and increasing. Remember, the trench is deep as well as filled with spikes. It seems to held, at least to the perspective of Commander Remar Luna, has held against that particular type of creature that was kind of noted and designated. Now we come to intermix. I'm going to go ahead and ping the view. These are lizard folk. They seem to be holding spears in their hands, and they're glowing with this ethereal black energy as acid and bile drips from their mouths. They're loose and they're tattered, and their flesh, those bits and pieces, are actually missing off their bodies, and they're currently on all fours, running forward. And then we have these. These are large bats. They are currently in the air. They are 60 feet in the air. I will not put elevation to them until they actually make any descent. They will not go any greater than 60 feet for this particular engagement. Does that make sense?
Well, shit.
All right. That is all types of creatures noted. They are not moving, courtesy we are in combat. Gilga, they put you up at the top. At this point, you all can kind of designate. We can go off the 23 roll, and I can change your initiatives, and we can put you in order of how you all want to go.
I think I should go behind Naira. Just so, like, if Naira needs support, I could sort of just move up front as like an off tank and sort of try to get some pressure off of her. That's what I'm thinking.
Just a suggestion. we should have Happy and or myself be the first two who go, since we are going to be casting a lot
I
of
think
support stuff.
one of the bats got deleted up here.
Maybe he's just out of view now.
He's
Oh,
just
yeah,
a
yeah.
sneaky bat.
No,
No,
you're good.
no, that one. No, I think actually the healer and the utility should be last for right now. So that's with like we fire off our shots, and then if something happens when we make our moves, then you can heal. Or no,
Well,
or should you go first?
well, but the thing is, well, we can change it as we go on. So for right now, it's better to have us go first, since we'll be casting support, most likely casting support stuff. Then later on, when it looks like maybe we need to shift the heal, then we could go later. How's that
We
sound?
need to shift heal like I can heal.
Yeah, I mean, I have. Yeah, okay, that works. I don't have that many. I don't have that many utility spells, so I'm probably gonna take a step back. Then I'll let y'all go first.
I think I'm just sticking with fire-based magic until told otherwise.
I know.
All right, so who's going first? Let's sound off then. Who's going first?
Well,
Dothic?
Okay, who's
Alright,
going
so I think
second?
you'll go first.
Uh,
He's going to.
So,
I was gonna say let
I
Happy.
think
go
Happy should go
second.
oh,
first.
happy.
I,
Put him
I
out
guess
there.
I'll go second, guys.
Just
I'll show my.
because you have.
No.
Yeah,
If
show
we
off.
have
It's your
you
chance
go
to
first.
show
You can-
off, Happy.
Who's going
you
third?
can either. I'll take third.
And then I'll take. I have firebolt, so I could use range if they. So you want me fourth, or no?
as there's only two
Yeah.
things I could do until
Go
shit
ahead.
gets into melee. I can help or do nothing. I suggest I go before Wingsup.
Yeah.
Please do. I mean, go
Okay,
ahead,
so it
my
would
dude.
be
Paz going
Thothic.
for.
Yeah.
So you have
Thothic, Paz,
Thothic,
Wingsong.
Paz, Wingsong, Suit, Gilga.
All right, sounds good.
Who's after Gilga?
Probably
I
then
that
it'd
just leaves
be
Nyera.
Okay.
probably
Yeah,
then
yeah,
me,
yeah.
and then if you're doing Varus
Or
mechanics.
Varus Naira.
Yeah, maybe Varus for everything.
I think
Well,
Varus should be
Varys
last
is
just because Varus.
Last.
Who knows? Yeah.
Okay.
I have an
I mean,
idea.
Varus
Of
wouldn't
what,
want to be last, really, but
I have an idea of what I think he's gonna do.
In this situation, I feel like he would be last just so he could see how everything plays out and then
Yeah.
get himself into the
is it going to be
position he wants.
stealth and just, like
Give him
jump
time to
down,
slink
stealth, and run
away.
around? That's what I feel like.
Gonna stealth
like
around the
Varus would
woods.
do. Yeah.
Doing
So
laps.
Dothrik's going to move over here, behind these two, and he's going to reach up and just touch Nyera on the arm and say, "Lass, play this very careful. Let them come to us. You run out there, you get picked off. Stay here, we'll have better chance."
Ooh,
And he's
Lord.
going to cast Death Ward on her.
Don't
Okay.
jump the wall. Don't jump the wall. Don't jump the wall.
No,
Don't jump the wall.
not jump the
Well,
and,
Paz, he says don't jump, I think.
And he's going to yell at the commander, "Commander, send someone to grab every cleric you have in town. Anyone who has a touch of the divine to him, we need him here."
Okay. Looks towards you. Starts yelling, "Doubly! Doubly!"
Not him. He cannot help. He cannot cast like I can. We need people who have divine abilities.
Do we think what's her name? Pat
Paxima, no, Paxine.
Paxina.
Paxina.
Do you think Paxina could help?
Yes.
Can someone send for Paxina? Where's that nerd from this morning who shot one of us?
Send for Paxina, the old, elderly,
Yeah.
Eladra,
Yeah.
Freya.
The
Yeah,
lady
pull
who's
her-
out
pull her
of
out.
her
The one with nature
Pull her out
powers
of
who's
there.
ready
Yeah,
to
come
die.
on.
Yeah.
I love how Thothic does not believe in priest doubly right now. This is-
I love it so much.
He
go
said
ahead,
himself
Israel.
he doesn't have divine magic.
Not that dumb piece of.
Even
I mean,
Dumb high priest.
I mean
Am
that's
I
sort of
right in
right.
what I said?
So don't stand by it.
okay.
All right.
Is that
I mean it
anything,
when I
anything
say
else
send
in
for
your turn?
Paxina.
Heavy heart.
No, that'll end my turn.
Okay, so you're putting a death ward on Naira.
Correct.
Okay. All right, just so I mark that, I'm gonna just put a charm thing on you. Charm. So. Yeah. Okay. That way it's hidden, so I don't see it. But if I click your character sheet, I see it. So Paz, you're up.
am going to look at Wingsong.
Um,
Okay, gods, do it for them, and I am going to use my action to help him. 'Cause he desperately needs it.
yeah, when you look over to him, he feels out of his depths.
It's new, it's scary, it's a bow, but I believe I'll help you. If we can aim and, its trajectory, and, you
stand in
can't
front
aim
of him,
at it, you
like,
gotta
just
aim
rest it
up.
on your shoulder.
I haven't used this since I was in the mountains.
Okay, so you're helping Wingsong?
Yes.
All right, Wingsong, you're up.
Why'd you make your turn so quick? Okay, shit. Quest. I don't have that long range of spells. Okay, okay. Okay, big brain time. We are going. we.
Just bow what you can.
I can only. That's the only thing I can do.
Good. Well, bow what you can. That's
Okay,
we're helping. Here you
I'll
go.
shoot.
No, aim up, aim up, aim up.
How do I use a bow?
It's a
Just
ranged
knock the
attack.
air out. Yes.
Is
I'm
the
not
right
happy as a player
arrow?
right now. It's freaking out. Just like,
I don't know how to use the
That's
arrows.
barely started. He's
just press T for target on something and you fire.
Well, no, I was gonna use I was trying to use the right ammunition. I don't want to use the fucking magic.
And your
one.
big helps. You should have held out Alt for advantage.
Yeah, you also have.
If you
Oh,
want to
buddy.
crit fish, if you want to crit
Fine,
fish,
it
you
should
can fire
hit.
again. Your choice.
Sorry.
Crit fish if you want it.
Well, I'll
Call
try
it.
again.
Are you crit fishing? All right, crit fish coming up.
How do I crit?
Just
fishing?
attack
Roll
again.
Just attack again.
Again.
Attack again. Attack again.
Come on,
Okay,
Mom! Oh, no,
So close.
that's not gonna hit.
Uh,
1 for damage die too. That's a horrible.
It's a half a crit.
2 and a
That's a
1.
solid half a crit.
23 is gonna land with the short bows. You fire
got
away at 9,
curse.
9 points of piercing damage as it kind of lands in. I do want to state as well that the range of the short bow, I believe, actually has disadvantage after 80 feet.
Would have disadvantage.
So it would have been a regular strike anyways with big help. But for the
Yeah.
sake of this battle, just disadvantage and range for things. It's a large, huge thing. I won't try to pick at that, but if you remember it, more power to you. So 9 points of damage
Man.
dealt. The piercing damage kind of lands in towards the shoulder, into the metallic armor of the polisher of the hulking figure as it continues to run forward. With its eyes
hit
and
it.
shrieking
We hit
fear
it.
I
as
had
it's
to
charging
get back
forward.
into the game, guys. I didn't have to remember things.
We hit it.
Wings,
We hit that. I'm going to then untarget that, and I'm going to. I'm gonna look over to, let's say, Soot, and I'll be like, yo, my dude, my pal, you got the big shit. I need you to use the big shit. And I'm gonna give him bark. Remember, you can use this on your spells too that do damage.
Okay,
Unfortunately,
Ryan,
most of my spells are AoE, so they're all save spells.
Well, you can still do, like, add it to a die.
Oh, that's right, you have that. Okay.
That's
Uh,
my turn.
So it's just gonna, like, seeing the commander kind of freak out, so it's gonna be like, he's gonna, I need to grab my token, not measure, run behind these archers, because I'm gonna get hit if I don't put some kind of cover in, and I'm going to bonus action, quicken spell, firebolt, because everything else I have is a fucking concentration, and I'm just going to hit big guy up here.
Barely wounded.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right, 26 is going to land. 15 points of fire damage as it crashes through the center chest. Aimed pretty low there, but it was able to connect. 15 damage dealt. Takes the blow,
And then-
continues to run.
I'm gonna have my action held to cast another spell once the big guys get up to like the edge of the spears.
Okay.
And that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay. So right when the big guys get up to the spears, that's when you're going to hold.
Like when they're within like 10 feet of like this line.
Okay. I gotcha. Makes sense. All right, Gilgo, you're up.
All right. I'm scared shitless. I just look at this like, holy shit, what did we get ourselves into? And I'm going to first cast a bonus action to cast Guardian, which gives me defensive shield, which as a bonus action gives me temporary HP at my level in Artificer. So I'm just going to cast that quickly. Come on, work. Give myself 8 temporary HP, and then I'm going to cast Fireball. And when I cast Fireball, I'm just going to yell, "All right, I finally get to try the Soup Bowl." You're going to see just me holding out my gauntlet. You see like a little contraption comes out and just going to shoot a little beam of fire. Not as strong as it, but still.
It's
A beam
there.
of fire.
It's there.
It's a little.
See? Not as strong.
Pen is not going to land. It kind of goes into the
What?
shield. As it's
Oh,
raised
that is a
and falls.
4d10.
I was about to say,
Whoa.
what the fuck is it doing 4d10?
Yeah.
Oh my
It's just a
pretty
bit
good.
stronger.
That's cool.
What? 4010? That's not real, is that?
No, it shouldn't
He's
be a
17th
4d10.
level. He's 17th level.
Yeah.
What?
What did you level up, Pilgrim?
No, I'm definitely not level 20. Hold on,
damage-
let me...
Oh, you had it set at 2d10. It automatically does the level scaling for you.
Oh, got it. I
Yeah.
made the adjustment. I'm like, wait, I didn't
You made
try
the
that
adjustment
before.
because you're. So basically, it was scaling the 2d10 to 4010.
So
was-
I'm actually a level 17 character, if you didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got
He
you.
just has the self-esteem of a level 5.
That's really what's
He has
holding him
the
back.
team up
As I
level
shoot the
3.
fire, I'm like, oh, well, that was basically useless. Sorry. And now I'm my turn.
Oh, I fucked up.
All right, there you go.
Okay. Not jumping off the wall. Okay, I'm going to cast Scorching Ray. I'm going to target this one first. Nope.
All right, Ted is not going to hit. Collapses into the black metal armor, superheating it for a brief moment, and continues to trudge forward.
I'm just going to double down on that one, I guess, and use the second one on that one again.
Okay, just make sure not to expel the spell slot as you continue.
Hey, that's a hit.
20 is going to hit, goes through towards the shoulder. You see a chunk of the flesh rip off.
Doesn't even care.
Burn the laser.
And then I guess I'll just do it again. It's really, I think that we might be a little bit. Our qualifications are in question currently. But a giant siege.
Ortiz is not going to hit, goes into the shield, braces for the blow, and continues to run forward.
Yep. Seeing as I'm working really hard on not jumping the wall, that's going to be me.
All right. We're going to come to Nightborn. Nightborn is going to move. 5 feet going 25. And then it's going to be taking, I believe, based on the features of the rogue, bonus action into a dash. It's going to come here and take the flank using the bonus action dash. And then it's going to be taking the action to unleash Firebolt, which apparently they have.
Wait,
fire
Paris
rate,
has
but that's
fireball?
Something to do with blood hunters.
The
secret
more
magic
you,
that he hasn't
the
told
more
us
you
about.
know. 11 of the Firebolt is going to miss. That's the end.
The more you know.
I feel like Happy's just going to be like, so everyone but me has fire?
Yeah, everyone has fireball.
We're all using fire now?
We finally just adopted
Yeah.
Sorry,
sweet
I
cantrips.
don't have no firebolt.
Even I got it. Why not?
All right.
I have a sacred flame.
It's a fire.
The initiative
But
comes up.
sacred.
We come to the bats. The bats are the first to move. The bats are going to be moving
Oh my God.
at their entire movement speed, taking their action to dash. Bats are going to come to this particular position as they fly
Yuck.
forward. There.
That is so
Gross to
scary.
look at. I don't like
Then-
it.
You don't like that?
I don't like the en masse of it.
And then the north side of the bats continue to move forward, going 80 feet. So again, you see a difference of how they're kind of flying in, but they're still flying in again 60 feet as they're going. It's going to end the turn there. Now come to the skeletons. Skeletons, as they do. Skeletons are going to slowly begin to move forward. I'm going to go ahead and just shift some tokens around to get the movement speed out as they go approximately 25 movement speed. Pushing them to there. Pushing them to there, to here. We have another group up here, and this one's going to go 25 feet. That is their movement speed. As they do, they all take the bows out, and they go in for fires towards the guard.
Hunter spell. Question is, would I pop it with them moving up? Or would I pop it? I said I'd pop it with the big guys.
You said you wanted the big guys.
Yeah.
Stick to your guns.
Let's see what the AC of the guards are.
9.
All right. So as
It's gonna be at least
the soldiers with their chainmail bracing for the
Oh, that's
impact
60.
and the volley that's coming through, you see the skeletons grab onto the bows and they begin to kind of pull and fire through. Roll for damage on top side. The soldiers takes 14 points as 2 arrows fly into. The rest of the volley scatters, flying outwards. Come to this particular group, firing away. This particular group, as they do, they grab the bows and they fire directly for Commander Remar Aluna. As they do that, all of the arrows fly. Commander Remar Aluna holds the shield. A couple of them go into the shield. The rest go into the wall as they fly forward. And we'll come to the group down here below, the south side, as they aim towards one of the soldiers. Rolling damage again as it comes through. This does a total of 8 points of damage to the top side of the soldiers. One of them gets hit by 2 arrows, and the rest of them fly off in the volley. We now come to the lizard folk. So the lizard folk begin to run. They're going to be going at their full action to take the dash, as well as their movement to move up 60 feet. And then they are misty stepping across the border to go an additional 30 feet as they step across. They all disappear into a black energy as they kind of vaporize and then come out to the other side as they continue to move on all fours now, coming across the trench as they stepped across without any sort of harm done. Signifying that they are in here. We also have another one that's here. That is going to be the end of their initiative. A total of these 3 groups working in 4s as they begin to run. They're now pointing up the wall with their fingers as they begin to cackle and talk to each other in a language that none of you particularly understand. That's going to be the end of their turn. Now come to the commander, Remar Luna. The commander is going to sidestep, going by you, suit between, moves the backside of the soldiers and raises up the hand. As we end the turn of the commander, now coming to the soldiers. It's going to be rolling for damage of the soldiers directly to what they're hitting here. Make sure I'm getting... Okay. Alright. One of the lizard folk on the north sides get hits with 21 points of damage as 3 of the bolts land correctly into the side. Similar fashion. Now, inspired by their commander, 6 of these soldiers fire off the bolts. They are going to take out one of the lizard folk, dealing 22 damage as all 6 of the bolts land into one of them. You see the rest of the 3 moving and trudging forward. Now the soldiers are going to the lower side here, towards you, Nair, are going to fire off a volley towards the lizards as they step forward, doing 17 points of damage to one of them on the top side. And we're going to come to the bottom. The bottom one is going to take aim at towards the bats. Take aim towards the bats. 4 of the bolts is going to hit one of the bat. and you see it fly off from the actual air as it's at 26 points of damage. As it gets hit by the bolts, begins to fly and zero off, aiming towards and smacking onto the ground with a large thud. I'm going to be deleting tokens off the board to consume resources as well as not having dead things everywhere. So just FYI, that's going to happen as the soldiers finish
Wow, we
through
want
with
carnage.
their volleys. That was
I
4
wanna know
volleys
what
of the
my kill
crossbow
count
bolts. They begin to load it. Keep track of it yourself. They can load the bolts into the crossbows. Kind of timing through, the commander was like, "Good job! Nice work! Now! Catapults!" Begins to yell out, aiming towards the actual catapults. You see them getting the mechanisms done. First one's going to fire off. This one's actually going to be aiming towards one of the large hulking armored figures as it throws off one of the first bolts of the catapults. Comes
Holy
through.
crap! That's
It's a
lot of
catapult.
rolls.
As it lands down, you see that this one is hit with 28 points of bludgeoning damage. It takes into the crumple and massive explosion comes through. 4 of the skeletons die instantly in front of it as they explode into bits and pieces of the flesh, and multiple bones kind of sprout and go through. You see that the hulking figure is still up. Ends turn for that one. We now come to this one. This one, in similar fashion, is going to aim towards the top side. Goes in for the catapult.
That was a really low roll for that many d6s. 28 damage.
It is a very roll. Yeah. This one
Let's
is
hope we just keep
33
going.
points of damage as it lands through. In addition, 3 of the skeletons at near side of that one explode and crumple into bits. You're noticing that there's very quite effective, the catapults, as they land, spurting
Someone
about.
haste those
with rocks.
catapults.
Now, as they begin to load, the soldiers move quickly to get the rocks filled in as they begin to kind of pull back. Something to note that all 6 of the soldiers are going to need to be required to get the mangonels to fully reload in time for the next round to be firing again.
Don't let those little people die.
Yep.
Ending turn,
least
charging
replace them.
forward, moving its movement speed coming to 35 feet. One of these comes into the earth. As it does, it takes the mace, moves 40 feet into the earth, and begins to crush into it, exploding the spikes and taking the attack action to wreck across the spikes, wreck across them and destroy them. In so doing, I'm going to go ahead and create a tile overlapping, showcasing the destruction of the spikes in that space as it destroys it with its action, its movement speed. In similar fashion, we're going to now come around to this one as this one goes through, destroying these ones as well. And carry over that tile as they come through. Might be wondering how I made the tiles that way. It took a lot of work.
Pretty good.
I'd be wondering, and if you're not, I'm gonna
Yeah,
tell
it
you.
looks like it. Dang, it's really impressive.
It's pretty spooky, guys. They're breaking through the wall.
Okay, so I'm just going to now signify all of them as they're
All
coming
right.
through.
When the top 3 start moving, I'm gonna cast my spell,
Yeah, go for it.
which is gonna be Firewall, Wall of Fire.
Okay.
Choice.
It'd give
How
you
do I
a
rotate?
line. Scroll
Yeah.
wheel.
How do I? Scroll wheel. That's right.
If you need to end up manually doing it instead, just manually doing damage, that could be an easier path for this. So just FYI, if it doesn't seem to line up and it's not doing what you want, you can always make it the template yourself.
Yeah.
Or I can do it for you as well. Alright, so that's going to target the 3 hulking figures pressing forward, correct? As the wall of
Yeah,
fire
and
springs
it's
up into
also
existence.
it's also 20 feet high, so they can't see through it either.
Okay, so the ones in the backside, those skeletons can't see through anything as the wall of fire sprouts up and creates. Also going to create, let's see if we can get some, just a kind of a source of light for this.
That'd be so good if we could just make it a little less spooky. That would be
Yeah.
really dark.
Can we
It's-
see through it?
From our no.
No.
It is up to the caster, but both sides are the same regardless. And
So,
as they start charging forward, Soot just goes, "We can't let them get through like this." And there's going to be a line of smoke that just starts billowing up from the ground before it just bursts into this large wall of dark black fire.
It's pretty spooky, so.
all 3 are going to fail their dexterity saving throws with a DC of 16. They're going to take 22 fire points, 22 fire damage as they press through. none of which have died. It seems that one of the top side is badly burned with multiple different points and kind of damage, as well as being hit potentially from the actual catapult itself, the mangonel as it comes through. But they are going to take their actions as they come through, swiveling down, making destruction in that space. Seems that this is an intentional maneuver as they're taking time. These creatures, potentially as hulking and large as they are, probably could step through the actual trench itself without being damaged or harmed. But they're clearly intentional, trying to make gaps in the actual trench. Is what they are attempting to do as they clear the path and make space, all of which are taking their actions to do so. This one 5 feet up there. That's where it should be. That's going to end their turn.
And I believe anything within 10 feet of the wall takes the damage too.
Okay, so we're going to do damages for the skeletons in the backside, right?
Yeah, that'll be on the on when their turn starts.
When their turn starts, okay.
Yeah. Oh,
All right.
No, when their turn ends, actually. My bad.
When their turn ends, okay. So if they basically sit in it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now we come to the bone-like hulking creatures, these bull-like creatures. They're going to be using their full dashes as they kind of come through. Stepping through in space, one of which jumps over onto the trench, begins to pull itself as it makes a large and hefty leap going across. This next one does something simpler as they go on side by side to each other on the south side. Now coming to two targets, they're taking the opportunity of moving through these gaps. These two are actually going to stop at the edge of the trench, not finding space to particularly move through, nor do they have movement speed actually to make that happen. In similar fashion, you have these ones over here. They begin to do the same thing, kind of grouping together, picking the opportunity in space as the hulking figures are still attempting to clear it out. Now we come to these two on the north side. These are going to stare and look at the flame. After they look at the flame, they're going to turn and look into the fog towards the west, staring into the forest. As they do, they're now going to stop. They twitch a little bit. As they twitch, they're going to rotate, moving the remainder of their movement speed away from that particular location. That is going to be the end of those particular creatures' turns. And that we now come to the zombies.
Pass.
Zombies are going to move forward.
Yeah,
Move
pass.
10 feet.
Just 10 feet? Oh.
It's just
10
they came at the end. Okay, there's only so
as
much.
they're slowly moving. They're walking. They're not
They're
moving
shambling. We could've-
They're
not.
shambling.
They're not 28 days later.
No.
They're more like
They're
Walking
authentic.
It's
Dead.
unclear if these creatures can move
Hold up,
faster than they
Walking
do
Dead.
currently. They seem to be intentionally slowly moving through.
Oh, that's
And
true.
This
as
is
they
season
stop-
1 through 8 Walking
As
Dead.
they slowly move through, they all in unison snap their eyes, looking into the fog, staring for a brief moment before they move back. Then they all begin to look towards the gaps they're newly made inside of the trenches. We now
think it's
come
gross that you're
to the
talking.
top of round 2. Heavy Heart.
Heavy Heart is gonna yell, "There's something in the fog!" And he's gonna
Yeah,
jump to the
undead,
wall. And he yell, "Alright, you undead shites. Let's see how you like this. Come at me if you dare." And everyone on the wall, Commander, and everyone on the Mangonels, obviously all the people here on my side, are safe from this.
Okay.
Spirit Guardian.
Ooh, it's so
It's so pretty.
it's so
Pretty.
pretty.
Spirit Guardians
Party color.
0.8.87.
All right,
It's my
Paz, you're
favorite
up.
spell.
I just realized I'm actually invisible.
I know.
I was saying, how are you? I was wondering how you're helping Wingso with that.
I didn't realize that was invisible.
Guiding the
but
guiding the elbow, just invisible right
I
behind
just-
you.
Come on,
Pulling
come
a
on.
little
I'm
Happy
just-
Are you
Gilmore
with
there.
someone
It's
there?
all in the
I like to think I'm just hitting the joints and stiffening him to where he's staying.
You're gonna tell me that and it's gonna be like not scary to me? Fuck that. That's the reason why I'm terrified.
I'm gonna. You're doing a great job not jumping off the wall. Bye.
Bye.
It's jumping off the wall.
Okay.
Well, then I'm gonna use my. I'm invisible. It's fine. I'm gonna use my action to dash up over here, and
Leave.
I am going to end my turn up here.
Okay. All right, Wingsung, you're up.
There, just stay on the wall. Stay on the wall.
Sorry, my aunt Mimi texted me.
Mimi?
Tell you ain't good.
It's a southern name.
Did she tell you to do good the fight?
No,
Does
she
she-
told me, "Do you need a car?"
Oh my god.
Also, a very important
would-
question.
Say yes.
Yeah,
A
the
car
big
would
question.
be nice right now because we could just use it to run over everything.
Phew.
Okay. J'ai un plein. That's 120. How much distance is this from me? Ooh. Yes. Beautiful. Oh my god. I'm happy. Happy as a
Fireball.
Wrong spell. How do I use this spell again? I can't.
What are you
I'm not
attempting to do?
really. Hypnotic Pattern.
So Hypnotic Pattern is going to create a space, right? The template, and that's going to create the pattern within.
Thank God.
And then we roll the saving throw for what is impacted by that.
Beautiful. Great. Okay. I thought it was gonna be bigger.
It's very small. It's 100, but it is 120 feet. It's a 30-foot cube, right? So,
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, that's
I mean,
not.
you
I mean,
can hit- you
I
can
say
hit
small
quite
in
a
the
bit with
concept
it.
of the fact the map is huge, but
Yeah.
you do have 120 feet, which the spell is good for there.
Well, I mean, technically, you can go up to 150 feet if you put it at the very edge.
I'm gonna
That is
put
true.
it. I mean, I mainly wanted it to be like a wall, essentially, because it stays there for a minute.
No, you hold concentration on the charm that you put on them for a minute, but the
Right.
hypnotic pattern only activates for that first 6 seconds.
Yeah.
Right.
Wait, is it?
Right. And then you're
Oh.
concentrating on holding them in the pattern or
Yeah.
keeping them hypnotized.
Yep.
So whoever you hit with it will be, you'll affect them, and then you're concentrating on keeping them in place.
Okay.
So,
okay,
if anything, it would be.
It's just like Fairy Fire.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
really. I never used Fairy Fire.
Fairy Fire. So basically, you have a template, and that's going to capture what's in it, and then the template, there's no real reason to have it, and whatever gets affected by it gets affected, and if there are some, you concentrate on maintaining that effect the spell does, regardless
it gives
of what
a-
happens.
Okay. Thank you very much. God damn it! What happened to my spell? Thank you.
What's this thing out?
Here we go. Accidentally got rid of the template.
Yeah, if you need to put the spell slot back, no worries there.
Yeah, no, I just had to.
We're slapping it, slap it down.
Fuck. I right clicked.
I see your mouse moving everywhere. Don't right click, you gotta
Yeah.
left click.
Well, I'm trying to like move around the map because I don't have like the world's biggest monitor right now.
So he can't see. He's trying to get so far out, but he's sort of right click to do it, but he cancels the template when he does it.
Oh.
That's funny.
That's what I want. I've been trying to get there.
There, that's okay. Is that what we wanted? Oh, all right.
Yes.
Oh, they all got charmed? Holy
They
crap.
all fail, as they are.
I'm a pretty
Nice.
charming
Behind
individual.
effect.
It's pretty hard to save against
DC
that.
is 16.
Yeah.
They are very unintelligent.
Enough save.
You say
They're
I'm
all
very
idiots.
unintelligent? That's
No,
I
right.
said they are.
They are intelligent.
Hey, I was about to be really
I
sad.
thought that was
for
a
moment
wisdom
there.
save.
It is a
So they're
wisdom
not wise
save.
either.
Why
I
I
said
have a
not
high
wise.
IQ.
I said not wise and not intelligent. That's literally what I said.
Oh,
have a
okay. I
good
didn't hear the
DC
wise part. I
too.
only heard intelligent. I think people would talk.
Extremely charismatic, though.
Yeah, everyone loves me. And then I'm gonna go and look over to Gilgamesh over here, and be like, "Dude, I believe in you. You've been fucking up lately, but hey, you got this. We're gonna need you in this team. We'll kill all these motherfuckers down there, okay?"
Song's power pulling gap.
Shoot them with that laser.
All right, so Bargain Inspiration comes out, so you throw down the Hypnotic Pattern. You see as many of them become shaken and tranced a little bit. While this effect happens, it's a charm-like effect. It's not charm. They're incapacitated, and they also have a speed of 0, which means they can't take actions or reactions. But they can move.
They
So
actually
there's-
can't move.
They can move in an incapacitated state, but the speed is 0.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, like, they got a speed of 0 right now.
Yeah.
I know.
When I shoot the
I was
thing
just
up,
I was
by
just
the way,
going
it's
on to
gonna
the
be like,
I was going on to the unintelligent, unwise, but people were jumping it before I got to the unwise part.
Whenever
That was the
whenever the
part I was
hypnotic pattern goes up, by the way, it's gonna be a stick figure drawing
Hmm.
of that high priest guy that I can't remember his name is.
Gotcha. Cool. All right. Priest doubling.
I ended my turn, so
Okay.
it's
Suit,
stuck
you're up.
right now.
All right. Wall of Fire is up. I'm just going to hold my action to cast another spell when these lizard folk step within 60 feet.
Okay. So you're waiting for that little group there. They move.
Yeah, just basically they move up. They move up 10 feet. They're gonna get hit with a spell.
Okay. Are you declaring what spell that is, or are you just open-ended with spell?
It's gonna be Ice Knife.
Okay.
I'm going to twin spell an Ice Knife.
Okay. Okay. Just want to make sure. Is there anything else?
No. I don't want to burn too many of my fucking sorcery points just yet.
Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna end your turn there then. Gilgo, you're up.
When they start looking, I'm just gonna say, we gotta jump. Sorry, I think we're going to jump to all those giants. If they come to this wall, they're gonna destroy this wall, like to destroy those trenches. So, all right, sorry, y'all.
We told not to.
I told you not to.
Not me. That's
Or
I did-
if you're gonna do something stupid, you're on your own.
I didn't even see Pax Pax even moves. I'm just assuming I'm the only one doing this. I'm gonna use Misty Step. I'm going to just teleport myself over here.
I'm gonna miss Gilga.
I legit completely forgot that Paz left.
Yeah, I mean, technically we don't know. I don't know because he's invisible. I'm gonna just try to get myself in front of these lizards, and I'm gonna cast a firebolt on this one here.
Don't forget about magical inspiration too.
All right,
If
so
you
I'm
want
gonna
to use it.
yes. Oh, I have Bardic Inspiration. Shit, I totally
Yeah,
forgot.
you can add it to one. Basically,
Cash
it's
that.
bonus
Cash
die.
that one in.
I will need it because I rolled a 10.
They have a called Bolt.
Like you can
Yeah,
choose when to use it.
He's using Bardic Inspiration to do with the bolt cast because he rolled low. So you rolled what is that, a 2? A 7. You got a 7. So 7 rolled 17. 17 is going to hit. I like how you changed the name of it. 9 points of fire damage.
Yeah, it's a soup bowl. That's our official name for this.
9 points of fire damage as it does land, crashes through the center chest. You see as the bolt fires through, there's a little bit of the etherealness begins to kind of form out from it. The fire almost kind of sucks and hits and crashes into it. Bone and bits and pieces of flesh scatter about. This creature is indeed dead.
Almost like you see the Lord's light.
Maybe jumping off was a good idea. And that's my turn.
No,
No
it
way.
wasn't.
All right, there you're up.
Go, I feel
so
like this is the one thing we
inspired to
weren't
do it,
supposed to
guys.
do.
It was.
I feel like we were specifically told not to.
I mean, can you hit them from here? Very
I
good.
definitely can.
I'm right next to you.
It's just the loud, like, rushing river sound in my head being like, don't jump, don't jump. All right, I'm going to do Fireball.
Fireball.
Fireball?
But not fireball. She gonna do fireball.
Fireball.
Holy shit. You have Fireball already? Damn.
Yeah, I do.
Fireball is
Fireball.
150-foot range.
All right, what can I kill? So many things. But how many?
So many.
So many.
What else
You
down
can
here?
literally hit just about anything on the
anything
battlefield.
on the map. Just
Except
go.
Except for the guys way in the back.
Yeah, like
I'm really just trying to max. All right.
Maximize.
this is basically your line.
Fireball cast.
Like,
Here we go.
holy crap, that animation.
I've never used it before, by the way, so this is really exciting.
I put an animation on. I was testing. I think suit you read here, right? Where let's test the.
Yeah.
All right, so we have a couple of them succeeding, a couple of them fail. One of the lizard folk actually succeeds, and one of the kind of hulking bull-like creatures actually succeeds, and then the armored figure, the ogre, actually succeeds as well. The rest fail. I'm going to automatically apply damage. See 2 of the lizard folk blown up from the fireball as it crashes through and creates this massive amounts of destruction. In so doing, as well as the fireball kind of crashes and does that somewhat effect, there is now kind of a gap and opening between the actual 2 ogre zombies in that position. There's actually kind of the debris of the actual wood and fragmentation of the fireball as it explodes out has created an even larger gap between the 2.
Is it on fire?
It's not on fire.
It's wood.
Good job, Nayera. You didn't
It's
kill him.
wood. It's not that rainy.
It's dumping
I'm just-
rain right now.
Maybe it's moist wood. You
Dumping
don't know.
rain.
Yeah, it's
Maybe.
raining all the time here. It's the
Yeah,
Gourd
I know.
Valley. I remember the description I think I
know.
provided was
No,
like,
and you had the heavy rain
9%.
on, but I think it went away.
It's play. I think it's play.
The
Oh
rain's-
no!
I
Oh
turned it
no!
down,
It's
so
medium
you-
rain. It's
I did. I
on.
turned it down. So I turned it down to medium.
I appreciate
so-
that. That's
No.
my soothing
So
sound. not the
fireball
bell.
actually, so fireball is more of an actual force. So it's an explosion of force as it kind of comes out. There's actually not that much fire in the actual fireball within the spell description.
So it's basically like
That's fine. I'm happy to
can-
make
it
a
can
little
still-
tunnel for them to come through
can-
and be shot at.
It can still
can
light
still
things
light-
on fire, but there has to be combustible material.
Mm-hmm.
This particular material,
You need-
being how wet it is inside of the dirt, is not necessarily combustible. Quite
So you
yet.
just see
Somebody
embers?
cast
Is that what you're
grease there
saying?
First,
Yes.
and then you fireball it.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that we now have a kill hole, and it's fine.
All right.
Sorry, I think that's. I still refuse to move.
We're just gonna say though, if you want to do that, I do have grease. So, like, if next time,
Alright,
I'll probably
Chuck it.
prepare it.
If
next
you
time.
survive, you should do that.
I'm not gonna prepare it right now, but technically, I have the spell grease that like on my spell book, and I could just
Oh,
next
okay.
time I'll prepare it. And
Now that we all play with fire, really would be good to get that one going. That's me, by the way. I don't think I can do anything else without directly jumping in.
Okay.
Look at those nerds. They can't even move.
I'm trying to be a good listener.
All right. So we're gonna turn. We'll come to Nightborn. I'm gonna go ahead and chug potion.
Some blood.
Get that
Send it right-
virgin going.
Send it, cut it, send it right back through the system instead. It's fine.
Get that potion going.
Get that good magic juice
That's
going.
that's a bonus action there to do that, and then it's most likely going to stay upon the wall, maintaining the flank position, and then using the range capabilities of a firebolt that they have. Fortunately, Gilgun, I'm sorry, but Varys is not going to hop off the wall. That's going to hit with a 17, just 10 points of fire damage. That one is indeed dead as it just crashed through length through the center chest. No more. That is in the end of our Varys and Nightborn's turn. We now come to the bats. To come to the bats,
That's-
they're going to come to the top side as the bats come through. They're going to be moving at approximately 40 feet as they begin to fly independently coming through. At this point, when they're above, they begin to pierce and screech paths. I need you to make an impromptu stealth check, please.
Ooh.
As
They
these
got that
creatures
echolocate.
Echolocate.
So I guess master.
No venting around.
Master.
Master Combat question mark.
He's got this.
Master in combat and master is stealth are two different things.
I think he's a master of both.
Holy
a lot of dice.
You see
shit!
as they're echolocating, pinging you, one of which turns the head as they begin to droop down. They're still 60 feet into the air. They've moved their movement speed. They also took all of their actions to echolocate and ping locations of creatures in this particular point in position. They are
Darts.
now going to swoop down and attack you as they've located your position. That's
You
the-
left one of the bats behind, on top of the shield man.
Where is it?
Yeah,
There it
right
is.
here.
I got it. The bats are tough because they look like the ground. So when I'm like trying to select them, they literally look like the ground. It's so great.
One of them not paying attention is like, oh shoot.
Oh jeez, oh the bats.
Oh jeez, I'm supposed to be over there.
Oh no.
Sorry
You're out of
guys.
formation, Maverick. Get back in
It's
formation.
my first siege.
You're being a rebel.
All right, so the bottom side here, they have one missing. So back, as one of them has already been hit by the crossbow bolts and has died. Continuing in their formation as they continue to fly. Going 40 feet is the flying speed of these particular creatures as they begin to fly forward. They do not take the actual dash to go this particular moment, so they're not moving at increased speed. They are echolocating as well as the ear-piercing screams of the echolocation kind of come outwards as they're attempting to ping locations of creatures potentially upon the wall or at the backside. Their eyes kind of snap as they slowly begin to droop the wings down, appearing to begin to make the descent on the next turn, and their eyes are aimed at one target in specific, the catapult at the bottom side. Ending the turn, we now come to some of the skeletons. The skeletons themselves are now going to separate in their formations as they begin to move and separate out, spreading themselves as they begin. Some climbing onto logs, other ones moving back. They're just gaining some distance amongst themselves. We're going to do the bottom side as they separate out, and the arrow volleys begin to occur. As they do that, they are focused upon the actual soldiers themselves as the arrows fly, because elevation-wise, it's really the only targets they can hit with hulking figures and bats kind of between. You see one of the soldiers is now dead, taking 14 points of damage as arrows fly into one of the soldiers dead.
Buddy.
Now, your hypnotic pattern actually maintained, as long as it's concentrated, they don't get to save. Unless they take damage. So,
Or somebody shakes them awake.
or someone shakes them awake. We'll see what happens there.
But hey, listen.
There is the
Guys.
army behind them.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let's see what happens there.
Just smashing them, just waking them up.
Six turns later, they finally get up and start rattling through them.
Why won't they move?
Why? Well, all right. So we have 4 skeletons in the middle section. As they begin to pull out their bows and attempt to fire, they unleash them. This target aimed towards the batch of soldiers that have the Commander Remar Luna. And as the 4 begin to fire out, none of which strike. They all kind of fly into the wall, and they all fly above.
Silly. They fucked up.
All right.
Silly gooses.
Now the skeletons on the top side, seeing the wall of fire come out, again, if they end their turn in that space, they take damage. They all begin to separate out in similar fashion, many of which are actually backing up as they cackle and move, getting distance and separation as much as possible. Again, their movement speed here is very slow. They're slowly moving, and they're slowly sauntering, okay? And so when they come to this position, and they stop in these positions, and they turn the bows, many of which still have the wall in front of them, and they stop, and they put the bows down, and then they turn into the fog looking west, and as they turn, they snap back, and then it's going to be the end of the skeleton's turns.
Yucky every time. We get it. Dragon Daddy's in the fog. It's gross. It's weird.
Oh.
All right, we
Thank
now
you for
come
giving me some more
to
paranoia.
we'll now come to the top side of the
Who else
lizard
is
folk.
in the
All
fog
4
talking to
still
them?
alive. Moving in movement speed as they begin
be
to
their
run
mom.
forward in group
Could be
and
their dad.
cling
Look at
together.
Dragon Daddy.
Oh my god, they're Dragon Daddy Mommy. To Mommy.
They're going to be taking dashes as they begin to kind of fan out from their current position. They're going to gain cover as they begin to do this in their dashes. Clinging to the actual sides of the wall, they put their backs to it. They are unable to be targeted by anybody at the bottom side as the angle is too steep. No one can hit them. The soldiers on top can put the bolts down and attempt to fire, which they might be doing so coming up. As they do not seem to notice you. They have ran by you, none of which have actually come into your threat range, but the bats do above you. Now coming to the middle group, I'm going to go ahead and advance them. You said 10 feet, you said?
Yep.
Okay, they've moved
What's
10
the-
feet.
Yep. So, should move them 5 more feet just so that way I can hit 2 of them, because otherwise I can't twin spell.
Okay, they move 5 more feet.
All right. Yeah. Then. Snuff.
Yeah. I think while you're at it, you could just move all of them into like a cute little line and then just.
I mean,
One by
there's
one.
2 cute little lines of bats up here.
There are.
Could, you know.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So
Probably
the one up
kicked.
front takes the piercing
About
damage,
to get fucking bodied by some bats.
Okay, so the one in front
And-
takes 6 points of damage.
and then they all take the cold damage if
So
they
they all-
fail the save.
So they all take 6 points of damage as they've all have failed, except for one, which is the back side. Do they
And
half
then
that
the one-
damage?
It's half damage, yes, for the cold damage afterwards. And then I will. This one is same area, but it's the bolt is going to hit the one directly behind the ones in front.
So this one's going to take the piercing damage.
Yeah.
Sticky.
And then on a failed save, they all take the cold damage again.
Okay, they all 3 fail on the damage. Piercing damage comes through once, twice as it splits up, dashing and smashing into multiple of the targets. Only one still remains after your hold action is completed. After that occurs, you have one left. This one is going to continue to use its remainder of its movement speed coming here, so it's moved a total of 15 feet. It's going to move 15 feet as it comes forward. It raises its hands outwards. Its long tongue begins to slither out. Long outstretch. It begins to talk in common. You all will die! Does
That
that.
sounds like the words a pussy would say.
Takes a bonus action to step forward into space. Okay. And then takes its action to clip into the wall. As it maintains, it
Naira had to
continues
call.
pushing its
That-
back into the wall. As it does, it looks towards the rest of the.
I heard tongues, and my Discord was like, no. Discord was like, absolutely not. It's not that side of the internet, and left.
We come to the commander. The commander, seeing the bats, particularly at this point, starts yelling out to focus the bats, target the bats, maintain the catapults. Top side goes in for one of the bats here.
Come on.
Only 10 points of damage dealt as the 3 crossbow bolts land into one of the bats. Come to the one side now inspired. Commander Marluna continue with the inspiration.
Hmm.
31 points of damage as one of the bats lands, kind of veering off into the ground, crashing to the earth dead as the bolts kind of splinter and go through.
I don't know why, but I imagine they sound like Stukas.
All right, 21 apiece. As one of them lands into one and the other one lands into the other. 2 with the lead take both bolts. You see multiple tatterings of the wings as they're kind of hitting through the actual body, screeching as they're kind of taking the bolts in stride. You hear the reloading begin to happen from all 4 of these groups that have fired their bolts. The bats themselves are still alive at the bottom end, however, near death. The commander slowly looks, continues to call out, "Priest Dumbler! Priest Dumbler!
God.
Let's hit the catapults!" All right, so that's going to be the end of the Commander Marluna and the soldiers' turns. We now come to the catapults themselves. Catapults looking towards targets. This one is going to target the bottom end as it begins to fire off, aim towards 3, backside of the one in front. The backside of the targets in the back, and then it will crush into the ones in front. 36 total points of damage dealt to all 3. As it lands and crashes amongst the 3 there of the targets. That's going to be the end of that one's turn. Now coming to this one has the actual line of the fire. So they're kind of yelling out to the soldiers on top of the wall, calling out that there's a wall, kind of a fire in front of them. They can't exactly see any targets that they'd like. They begin to slowly turn and rotate the catapult to the distance of left, and they're going to aim and directly fire at a single target this time with no kind of bounce back onto any others, which is the bottom ogre-like creature towards the bottom of the actual wall of fire. That's going to do 45 total points of damage as the rock crashes into its flesh. That is going to be the end of that one's turn. And now we come to the hulking figures with armor of black. Trudging forward as they begin to move, they move all of their movement speed. First one crashes in as far as the dash goes into the wall. As it does, it smashes in with all of its body. As it crashes in with the shield, begins to push and rake the shield and the mace into the actual wall itself. It seems to be targeting the wall, not the soldiers upon it. You see rocks and bits and pieces begin to fall. In unison, all of these begin to do it. As they do so, I'm going to be rolling dexterity saving throws for targets that are directly above the particular wall segments to see if they fall off the wall. One of the soldiers falls off. As it falls off, it crashes onto the ground. The soldier is prone and has taken 2 points of bludgeoning damage as it's fallen down off of a particular wall. Also going to be rolling for Varus here, maintaining the save easily there. No worries upon.
Rogue making a dex save? No.
Yeah.
One by you crashes into the wall. That's going to be 2 dexterity saving throws coming from the soldiers above as it crashes through. One of them fails, crashes, rolls off of that particular one, lands prone, and takes 4 points of bludgeoning damage as it crashes down. That's 11. I don't know why I put 11.
I was about to say, that was 11.
That was a lot of damage.
That
Oh,
man
boy.
fell on his head.
Woo! That one fell on his head.
He got a concussion.
Just bring it back up and then I'll put it back down. 4 points of damage. There you go. Why not? Okay, so as it crashes down, lands upon the shoulder, veers off, lands down, crashing upon the ground, begins to you hear shrieks and cries from this particular soldier as the hulking figure is just smashing into the wall violently as it begins to shake and shudder as it does. Another one comes through. This one is going to be coming into the Spirit Guardian's space. As it does, it crashes into it, into the actual wall segment. Doesn't even respond to the Spirit Guardians as it comes through. Continues its onslaught upon the wall. Nobody's directly in front of it. No need to do a dexterity saving throw. I believe this is going to be the first time that this creature is going to step into this space for the first time. So
Yes, it would be affected.
yeah,
Wisdom
so go ahead
save.
and roll 3d8 for me, and then I will go ahead and roll a save.
One. Get it.
Simply
Shit.
because the effect that is happening, the Spirit Guardian effect that we see, really functions off the turn order, and because we're not using that really for the creatures, we're just going. This Spirit Guardians will actually not function the way it should, so we're going to have to manually do it. So go ahead and roll 3d8.
Actually, I'm rolling 4 because I upcast that to 4th level.
Je
Sounds
believe
awesome.
in you.
All right,
That's
so
really rad.
it is going to fail its saving throw. It takes 19 points of radiant damage. Is
Love that for
smashed
it.
in towards the shoulders and the head of these ethereal or divine, I believe, mugs. Right, is what you're saying? Tankards, is there
Warhammers.
Warhammers is coming around, swinging right. Tankards is your spiritual weapon. So
It's spiritual, yeah.
yeah, so coming through, smashing in towards the head, and your bones kind of crunching in flesh as it's coming through. The creature is completely unfazed, does not care, so it continues the onslaught. Again, coming through, crashes into the wall. Another one as it smashes through. We're going to get 2 dexterity saving throws from the soldiers. As they're getting hit, you see the Commander Remar Luna is telling them to hold. Both soldiers fall down as they crash. Going to go ahead and roll the bludgeoning damage here. It looks like it's actually coming through when I roll it now, so that's good. One of them takes 6 points of damage as it lands. Going to put the prone status as well, and the other one only takes 1 point of damage as they land, but it is prone as well as they both land. With the thunderous monstrous creature there. Now we're going to get to this one crashing in. This one is charging up with its full dash, and it stops. As it stops, its body freezes, almost lurches up involuntarily, and then it slowly turns in the direction of the fog in the westerly direction, and then slowly its body relaxes, and then looks upon the top of the wall. That's the end of those particular creatures' turns.
Quick question. How tall is the wall?
The wall itself in this particular segment is only 10 feet tall. The cranial in front of it is only 2 feet higher, so there is not equivalent of half cover here. Unless you may be small size, you might be able to can get some cover from it. This particular wall seems to be injured and kind of haphazardly built, similarly like the rest of the fort's walls, like the actual thing's walls, but this is a lower stature. So these creatures are actually there. They're there at the height of the wall as they're kind of crashing.
We can see the top of their heads just kind of popping up over
They're
it.
like kind of almost
taller
like,
I can go right
little
down into
taller
their
than that.
cranium.
like 2 feet higher. So their heads, that you can see, they're kind of crashing into the wall. That's
And they're like looking at me like, oh, fuck you. Nerd.
all right. So dash is coming out from these particular skeletanoid creatures as they begin to run, trudging forward. As they do, they're going to be ending their turns. We now come to this one. This one's going to be trudging forward towards you, Goga. Both of these are fixated on you as they cross over the gaps unhindered and full charges. They now, at this point, they lower their heads, revealing that their horns, kind of as they come outwards from the actual heads, as they lower them down and attempt to potentially gore you, Gilga, on the next go around as they're lowering themselves down to potentially gore you.
Well, great.
Uh,
That's fun.
A Gilgabob.
Isn't that a fun, quirky thing that they can do?
The rest of these creatures are in the Hypnotic Pattern. They seem to be looking around, dazed and confused. That's going to be it. Now we come to the zombies.
You're watching a picture of High Priestess Dumbling.
You see as the zombies slowly move 10 feet, they stop. They look back into the actual space as they begin to move 10 feet. At this point, they begin to move faster. As
Gross.
they do.
Oh
Again,
shit.
separating some of them out so that way I don't have stacked.
Season 9 1.
I'm not really here for some kingdom
Season
It's-
9 Walking Dead zombies, guys.
So as they go 10 feet, they kind of do the similar fashion, and then they now picking up the pace, as if the go-ahead has been cleared. The green light has been lit, the trench has been somewhat smashed, and they're going to attempt
Dad says we can do it.
Dad says we can do it. Heavy Heart, you're up. Heavy Heart, before you come in, there is someone on horseback as it begins to ride directly for you all.
It's your best friend.
Hops off the horse in dramatic fashion. It is Priest Dudley Goldbelly. Commander, come
Come
here.
on, come on, be excited.
Thank
Get your
you.
ass up
Hey.
here and do something.
Does he have any like beignets with him? Some snacks and
Yes.
Run up here.
Covered in crumbs.
There's a lot of rum.
Since these guys are tall enough, I can just swing my mace right at his head.
Exactly, you can swing right out.
just
All
aim
right.
right for his eyeball.
20
Please
is
do.
going to hit, taking the Mace of Disruption as it does. There's a vibrating energy coming out from the actual mace as it kind of crashes down into this particular creature. It's going to take 10 points of the damage coming through. 6 points of bludgeoning damage, and then the additional 4 as it comes crashing through. And I believe it gets prompt for something.
Now I can make a DC 15 Wisdom save.
Yeah, or it's frightened, correct?
Yes.
It must succeed on it if... Okay.
They succeed on a DC 15. If they fail, they are destroyed. If they succeed, they
No, if-
become frightened.
Well,
Successful.
destroyed if it's less than 25 hit points. Otherwise, they're frightened.
I'm reading it right now. I
Yeah.
just want to make sure I got
Yeah.
it correct on what the effect is going to be here. So,
Right.
okay. It is frightened as you kind of crash through. So regardless of the result, it's always frightened if it's hit. Does that make sense?
It's either frightened or just straight up dead.
Yeah, but
Here's for dead.
there's no coming back from the failure there. As you kind of crash through,
Yeah.
there's a little bit of tendrils of
What a
radiant
vibe.
light crashing through as you smash down. The tendrils of light kind of spread by. You see its eyes slowly twitch and become frightened. But there's this resolve and command of its previous command as it just continues to wail upon the wall. It's just not really responding intelligently to what you've done to it.
Mind
Tell your
control, my
dragon
guy.
daddy, Pelor says go away.
All right, Paz, you're up.
All right. So is
You
it
can reach him.
is this one above me? Is that within?
They're 60 feet above you still. They have yet to descend.
That's awesome. Good.
Yeah, they're just
That
in
means
flight. I'll put
Okay,
elevation
I
when
thought
they
they were
change from
closer.
60 feet.
That means I have time to do stuff, so I can just run away without a problem.
I can just book it.
Good. I was worried for a second. I'm going to come up into this
Mortal
range,
Kombat.
Mortal Kombat.
and I am going to start. I'm going to first crack this lizard man that's in front of me.
Okay.
Right? That's a lizard man.
It's a lizard folk. It looks like it, but it
All right,
looks to
excellent.
be gross and really undead. Patch
It's
the flesh
yucky.
you're missing. It's got acids feeling for the mouth.
Not gonna lie to you, it's gross.
I'm gonna say, killing these things better not suck. Get ahead with the train. Oh, God.
All right, 18 comes through after that attack. Obviously, you're no longer visible. 9 points of bludgeoning comes in and deals damage as you
I'm-
swipe across.
Going to spend one keep. Oh, actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to take the second attack.
Okay.
Ooh.
27 is going to come through.
It teetered on. It teetered on
I
that
know.
three.
It was
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like,
smashing across, skating with the knuckles is draconic. These talons just razor sharp and just slashing through, and they seem to be just taking the blows. This creature snaps towards you with its ass as it kind of lunges at response, and they all kind of look towards you.
Excellent. And then I am going to.
Leave.
Run away.
No.
Exit combat.
Just gotta protect the catapults up here.
What's that?
I'm going to take a bonus action, burn a key point, and I'm going to give myself a patient defense.
Okay. So taking the dodge.
Yes.
Okay.
Love that.
Putting the dodge effect on you. Ta-da!
uh,
All right. Anything else in your turn?
Get the movement. No, I'm good.
All right, Wing Sung, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna look over, worried over to those two fallen soldiers next to that big man, that big scary
So
man.
loud. Why is it so loud?
I'm gonna be like, "Oi, leave those dudes alone, mister." And I'm gonna use dissonant whispers at level 2.
All right, it's going to succeed with a 16 on its actual wisdom saving throw as the psychic begins to penetrate outwards towards it. On this particular, on a failed save, it would take the damage and then must immediately use its reaction to move away. On a successful, it will take half as much of that psychic damage, but it will not move away. So it still takes 7 points of that damage. On taking that damage, you see it's continued to smash into the wall, and it slowly kind of stops and twinges and looks up towards you at the wall space and lets out a roar. It's frothing at the mouth violently with eyes kind of popping out of its flesh and its head.
Okay, well, that's my action. Didn't work as good as I wanted it to. Shit.
Yep, shit's accurate.
Oh, no. Okay, I got my bonus action, so I'm going to then, end my turn. There's not
End your
much
turn?
I can do over here, yeah.
Okay. All right, Suit, you're up.
I'm gonna start running down the wall again. Gotta click and drag.
Gotta go
Token,
fast.
not the ruler. And I'm going to call out to Gilga. Gilga, get back to the wall.
All right, you
And
run
I'm
through
going. I'm gonna stop behind Naira.
there. Okay, you are going to go through the threat range of the particular creature. It says reach with the Morning Star as it comes and clears the path of the Morning Star, taking the reaction as it comes through. Still frightened based on the effect. It only attacks towards the movement, striking into the actual wall, chipping away at it as it pulls the Morning Star up and narrowly missing you as it crashes through in space.
And I'm going to hold my action to cast a wall of fire again for when Gilga retreats to the wall, if he retreats to the wall.
Okay, so basically ending your concentration on the firewall you currently have and then re-emerging it. For
Yeah.
Gilga. Okay. End of return.
That'll end my turn.
All right, Gilga, you're up.
Really wish you didn't do that because I'm not coming back up.
Okay.
I'm just trying to get you away from the monsters real
He's
quick.
he's trying to keep you alive here, Gilga. Gilga,
Yeah.
you're doing your shirt. No,
You know, work with us here,
the
Gilga.
wall, you know, I
Gilga's
definitely
got it.
know, like, the minute Breeze's wall's over, this is my mind, like, just knowing how this is going to end up.
You could go back a little bit and hit a guy by the wall.
And
I'm
I'm
going to...
trying to get you to reroute.
I am going to cast Shatter first. And I'm going to try to see if I can hit all three. It looks like I can. Right here.
There's no ice, so it's probably fine this time.
Well, that did no damage. Good job. Good
two of them
job.
fail. One of them succeeds as it crashes through, erupting. As it comes, you see the wall shake a little bit more from the shatter as it sends this audible, thunderous damage.
Touch
I
the
love you
wall. It
Stop.
shook a
Like,
little
No,
bit.
it just
Okay,
shook.
we
It
need-
shook. Okay, it touched
It
the wall. It
shook. It
shook.
shook.
Come on, come on.
It shook. Nothing happened. All right. Is that it?
Yep.
No one died or anything?
No one died.
Okay. Okay then. Since I cast that, and since I don't really have anything else, I'm just gonna cast a bright light. So I'm gonna use my bonus action to cast a bright light. I think it's just an effect, right? It's just light, right? I already had light on. Apparently.
Got real
Never mind.
dark. Got real dark.
Never mind. Then fuck it. Fuck it. I guess I already had light on, so I'm just gonna I'm gonna move 30 feet towards this way. I'm just gonna keep yelling, "Look at me, not the wall! Look at me, not the..."
They
They're
both will
talking
take
to their
attack
dragon
of
daddy. They
opportunities
don't
on you.
care.
You are inside of their threat range.
Yes, I know I'm inside these guys' threat ranges.
No, these two.
Oh shit, I was already in their threat range?
You were in their threat
Yeah.
range. They have reach.
Oh well, okay, I'll take the damage. Shit.
Okay.
I'll have that damage,
So
please.
raising the horn, seeing you, they retaliate. They come in with great axes. They come swinging by, both of them. First strike comes through, not using mob attack rules. They're two independent of each other in the reaction stake. First attack is an 8, which misses. The second strike is a 16, which misses. Both stomping into the ground with the axes. They kind of veer their heads in the direction of you, but then they continue to look at the wall. Okay, what else?
Talking to the dragon daddy.
Talk to the dragon daddy.
They don't care about you. Dragon daddy said wall only.
Well, I mean, I'm still gonna try. So you just keep me here yelling. Just come at me! I'm the only thing useful. That's my turn.
Gilga, get your ass
Put
on the
that
wall.
your tombstone.
Yeah, you're up.
Since Gilga moved, can I cast my wall of fire? It's gonna have to be changed because of the way he moved, but
I mean, so you readied it to do it the way that you intended. So I'm gonna. You have to do. If you held the action and Gilga achieved that, then you need to place it where you were going to place it. That's the hell.
You have to work with us, Gilga.
I have a question.
You're a team.
you're getting
would you-
burned. You're getting burned.
Burn me, baby.
Do it.
What's the DC actually?
DC 16.
All right, is it Dex, right?
Dex save, yes.
All right.
Well, actually, no, you won't. Actually, no, yeah, you would get burned because it'd be at the end of your turn.
Yeah. Well, fuck that shit.
You see nerd burn.
You still take half damage.
How much is it?
It'd be 13.
Okay. Thank God I had fucking temporary HP.
All right. So as the wall of fire comes out, 27 points of fire damage. All 4 of the targets that are inside of the escape during the saving throw cast are going to take that damage as it comes through here. Let me go ahead and assign. See 2 of the targets die and crumple from the fire as they're kind of hit by it, kind of shatter in the bonescape. You see the one of the hulking figures on fire as it slowly falls into the wall. Its eyes open as it does. It pulls itself back up, still on fire.
And fucking zombie perseverance.
Undead,
Thought there was one.
undead fortitude, right?
Now,
Hit
just
it with radiant
FYI,
damage.
there's the soldier.
We all got that. Okay.
Oh, the soldier gets burned.
No,
Holy
he doesn't. It's the damage is not on that side of the wall.
Yeah, he can designate the side.
Oh yeah, okay. He doesn't behind
It's,
us.
He could designate the
facing
side.
out towards you. So I put it just so it would pop up in front of him, and he
You
feels
just saw it go boom.
It's
he
fine.
feels no heat, but it is
He's like, oh
probably
no.
a very
Probably you're
terrifying
freaking out this way.
He did.
Oh,
He
oh.
did
It's
fully
fine.
pee.
I still
He did
have
pee.
91 hit points. I'm good. I lost all my temporary HP, but I still got 91 hit points. I'm fine.
You give me so much anxiety.
What are you doing? Where are we at? Now we're up.
All right. Tell me if I can do the following. Okay?
Jump down for the wall? No.
No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not doing that. It's just a series of things, and I don't know if they're all allowed together, but I think they are. Can I use my movement to come down and physically swing my sword on the big guy just below me?
Yes, you can.
And then having done my 2 swings on him, use war magic to cast a spell, and then action surge to cast a second spell.
You're going to
Yes.
cast one spell.
Well,
Unless one of them's a cantrip.
So ward magic means it's
One
a
of them
cantrip
can
as a bonus
be.
action.
yeah.
So
Oh, okay.
war magic is forced to be a cantrip. It's one thing that I created for the particular class. You can, if you take the attack action, then you can use a cantrip as a bonus action. So
And
you can
then-
use. So that would make sense. You could do.
So that's
it. You
all
could do it.
kosher. I can do
That's
all
all
of
kosher.
that.
That's all kosher. I mean, if you're
The
using
hell of a
cantrip-
move.
That's a lot of damage.
It's a lot of damage.
A lot
Okay.
of make-believe damage.
Okay.
You gotta get.
I was
there.
like, I've been measuring, and I think I can do it. Okay.
I think I can.
All right.
I think I can.
just be aware though that the wall, the firewall, might block your line of sight if you're attempting. Depends on which one you're going to.
Good news is there's lots of fuckers right here. Okay.
With this firewall, I would have set it to 10 feet just because I don't want to block the line of sight of our archers.
Okay.
Actually, the firewall is not a hindrance.
Thanks for that
I
clarification.
love fire.
We're all playing with fire here. We know
I
what
just
we're
imagine
doing.
those suit would be like,
Ah!
the archers
There's a
like
little
slowly
pause.
turning at you. What the fuck was that? I can't see anything. I'm sorry. Sorry.
It's like, Sir brings up the firewall. It's like, oh, wait, that's a little too high. Bring it down.
Yeah, he's got a little knob on the wall there. He keeps adjusting the fires going up and down.
It's like one of those fireplaces.
Yep.
Okay.
Lop off its head.
I'm gonna try.
Oh,
no!
no.
Oh no!
That would for the first strike.
Just swing and hit
Please.
all the archers
This
instead.
doesn't bode well for
Farah,
me.
make a dexterity saving throw as you slip upon the wall and you go to fall forward.
Oh no.
Guys, if I fall, it's not my fault. I mean, it is technically my fault in that it was my action, but if I fall, it wasn't me choosing to jump. That's all I'm saying. Also, I
I
have
really
no
wish
dex.
you were 30 feet in front of me.
I believe the thing was stay on the wall, not just don't jump off.
Yeah. All right, dexterity.
The first time you hit with your sword, you don't
Come on, for once, can I roll well in dexterity?
Alright,
Hey.
maintain position.
Yeah.
So you kind of use your foot and kind of pinch it between the
Just
small
no.
cranial and kind of hold position. Thunderous creature continues its way, lashing into the stone, and you go in for your second strike.
I swing and I'm like, I said I wasn't. I said I was staying on the wall. I'm staying. All right. Could get worse. Not going to. Totally fine. Let's try it. Can we try it again?
Second strike, swing away.
Back up.
Dee-dee-dee-dee.
23
That's
is
better.
going to hit. This comes through. Does
Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee.
17 points of slashing damage as it slices into the thick, meaty flesh of the creature with black blood.
Oh, wait, I can't use fire, sorry.
This comes through. Do you not have a channel to that weapon? Is that what you're asking? Is that what you're saying?
No, I hit the flame out of habit, but I can't use it because they're not a dragon, right? Or can I use it?
Well,
You can use it. It's
This
Yeah, you can
ability
use
is
it.
just with whatever weapon you ritualize with on the day before. So you have to take your time ritualizing with the weapon. So,
It's consistently Bane. We just hang out and I just go,
there
good
you go.
sword,
Then,
nice
yeah,
sword.
Attack on the fire damage. 3 points of fire damage on the hit. This comes through, lighting it aflame.
You're so
tonic
pretty,
answers through
so-
blood.
It's so
slicing
nice
through,
and
simulating
sharp
the
and
flesh.
hot.
That is your 2 attacks. So that is technically your attack action at that point. So you could use your bonus here to launch the cantrip. This isn't point
Okay.
blank, so you must hold down control if you're firing at this particular target at point blank. But if you fire another
Because
target,
it's really close to me.
Yeah.
if you
It's
fire
with a
at
5
another
feet
target,
range.
you won't.
But I could fire at a different one that's not really close to me.
It would
Correct.
still be the
It
same.
will still be a disadvantage because there's an enemy within 5 feet of you.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
So I was saying is that even if you threw something out at others, right, you're in the face of the creatures and slashing through.
Okay.
Just being in the melee.
Then I'm just going to aim at the one that's already in front of me. Well, does aiming at the one directly in front of me risk fire hitting the humans on either side of me?
No, you're good.
Sick,
it's
then I'm
just a
going to do
fire-
it.
no,
I just want to check before I'm like, don't worry, guys, I've got it under control. Oh, I'm so sorry.
one.
Have it, don't worry.
All right. Okay, so I am going to aim for this one. Okay, so I can do a cantrip, so I can do firebolt. But I should hold down controlled. Control.
Yep. Controlled.
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 Control.
Ooh.
Oh, that was unfortunate. That's 20 on the roll. That sucks. 16, that was going to hit. 13 points
Good.
of fire damage as it goes through. That does. Sees as it kind of hits into the shoulder and the meat. You're kind of, again, you're just on the upper part of where you're attacking this creature's thunders and strikes into the wall. Its attention now grabbed onto you as it looks. You flip it off? That's rude.
Tell your dragon daddy I say go fuck yourself. All right, and then I can fire.
Really, really smart to you piss it off the dragon.
So if you
Daddy.
action surge, that expands.
He's
the special.
here. Okay.
So if you use your
I
action
can-
surge, and that's going to give you 2 more attacks with Bane Barrier. So go ahead and attack 2 more times after you.
Okay,
click
but
on
it
the
has
action
to
surge.
be. It has to be a melee attack.
No, it could be any action.
It could be any action.
But it can't be a
I've-
spell.
No, it can.
Well, it can
Can
be
be
a
a
spell.
spell?
Yeah, it can be a spell if you want to use a spell. I'm just, it's up to you. I'm anticipating though that you want to kill this thing in front of you. So
That makes me feel bad that I had something else that I was gonna do.
what are you
Do
gonna
what you
do?
wanna do.
Do what
No,
you
you
wanna
just
I was between trying to kill this one and trying to deal with the bats.
Oh,
I was gonna fireball the bats.
do it.
Like,
Throw it
Fireball
out
that.
there.
in all honesty, it's probably a better option because
for it.
I was pretty sure that I could stab this thing or slash this thing once, and then fireball it, and then
Launch it.
fireball some bats. All right, I'm gonna do that.
Launch
There's
it.
fire
Okay.
on the zone protecting it.
if
It's
anything,
kinda hurt.
my wall of fire should finish them off. If the
I was
unless
gonna
they're
say
undead fortitude.
I'm really banking on this being under control currently, and I'm really trying to fucking body some bats. All right.
I got you.
Buddy,
Body
some
those
bats.
Buddy, them.
Alrighty. Do I have to do the action surge? Do I have to click it to spend it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Just
That's
keep
what I
track.
figured. Okay. Use it, please, and thank you. Now I'm going to use Fireball. Consumes and template. Yes, thank you.
Fireball. That damn.
Okay, it's really dark. I think this is hitting all the bats.
You want to put it
Yeah.
like right there.
Okay, that's what I'm.
Do a big,
Yeah.
big fire.
Ooh.
Big fire, big boom. Come on.
Big fire, big boom.
That's pretty big fire.
That's
Big
pretty
fire, big boom.
Wow.
All
That
right, with
damage.
the
Beautiful.
DC
So
here.
I rush forward. I slash it twice. I firebolt it, and then I fireball all the bats. And then I just look at Thothic toward Thothic and sit, and I'm like,
Yeah, but
You like what? Was that a hand motion or a
I
voice?
say, oh sorry, yeah, I slash it twice. I firebolt it. I flip it off and tell it to say hi to Dragon Daddy, and then I fireball the bats and look at you and sit and go.
There's a launch
big
for
eye.
hand.
What do I
That's
mean?
Starts off
Hell,
as a
well,
seed.
run there, lass.
It does. The seed comes out in midair, begins to grow, and then this large explosion erupts in the actual sky, kind of creating a light in the effect. And you begin to see the numerous bats begin to fall from the air.
Fucking die.
They begin to
Nice.
fall into the ground, 3 of which are still alive.
Yeah, well,
Look at those
You do-
nerds.
you do what you can do. They're badly wounded, so
Yep.
fuck you, bats.
Naira at the end of your turn.
God, I don't know if I can achieve anything else. So I feel pretty
That
good
is
about it, though.
literally everything
Work a turn.
that is
Like, it's
literally
a-
everything a fighter can do in a turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
You just
that's
did it
me.
all in one turn.
He
one
did it
round.
all. You just went nuts.
Pew. Yeah, I'm done. That's me.
Okay.
Ferris stabs something in the eye, I assume, and then disappears.
It doesn't have to be in the eye.
I assume it's Ninja Rain. He just stabs him and then.
Varys is going to be using the bonus action to disengage, getting outside of this threat range. In so
right.
doing, is going to begin to move through in space. Is going to go here into the space,
I like to think you meant physically through space and time.
physically through space and time.
I mean, that's still correct.
It's just dancing through it. Just.
There's another movement speed for it. Okay. How do you move faster than that? Come on,
go-
Nightborn.
Jeez.
Jeez. All right, it's going to use the bonus action to dash instead. It's going to take attack of opportunity potentially from the creature, so we're going to give it out. If you're watching this, Cody, I apologize because I just hit your character. All right, Varys is
still
going to
like
take
this
17 points of bludgeoning damage as it crashes through the Morning Star of the attack of opportunity as it comes through. But is now going to be able to get onto this one, and it's in melee range, so we can go ahead and start swinging away a little bit here. So the first strike coming through with the scimitar. 20 is going to hit it. This comes through, does 12 points of slashing damage as it goes there, and then we're going to attack on the sneak attack, I believe.
Yep.
How does he keep track? There's so many features in this game.
Yeah.
6 points.
Part of why he doesn't
of
say anything the whole time.
Sneak attack damage, and I believe
It's
he's
just the meme with all the numbers.
Within 30 feet, indeed. So he's going to use Whales of the Grave to pass the damage as the Shroud begins to attack into the next one 30 feet away from it. And,
Is that just like a free action he can do?
Yeah, as he lands a sneak attack, he can expend a special to be able to pass the soul damage of the Whales of the Grave as beginning to smash into the one in front. They pass onto the next, again 30 feet in the range.
Neat.
But it lives as it comes.
Wow.
For the love of
Wow.
heart.
Undead fortitude.
Undead Fortitude
Really?
smashes through.
Really
It's
it
only- it's only
lives?
5 points
Well,
of damage. The Whales of the Grave.
Yeah, no, like it's
But it
gonna
was
be
sneaky
really hard.
damage.
It'll
It's
be a
gonna
lot.
be really hard to kill these things because they probably have at least a +5 con. On,
They're
so it's
definitely
gonna
also
be,
not alive.
Radiant damage.
Give it.
Radiant.
You
Fair.
are
Because there's
literally
still
the
six
only
more
Share
after
One
with
has
us.
radiant damage.
Radiant.
If someone had
damage.
told us we were gonna have
damage.
so many
Oh,
undead, we
actually,
would
my
have
gauntlets do
for this.
radiant
Damage
damage.
takes you
What
to
up?
zero.
No, my
like,
gauntlets
gotta
don't do
make
radiant
a
damage.
save.
Yeah, so do that, Goga. Before you die,
No,
can
my-
you do that?
No, my gauntlets don't do radiant damage. It's called a radiant weapon. It actually doesn't do radiant damage.
Dang
So I
it.
forgot.
That's silly.
I mean, I have a radiant damage spell, but it requires concentration.
I have a radiant personality. Does that give me any
No,
damage for that?
Oh, I fucking wish that was the case.
you're already fiery enough.
Thank you.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to play Bloodhunters enough to see.
Can
An
I
attack.
roll
He
for
has,
psychic damage
he has
on
an
that?
extra attack, doesn't he?
He gets 2
Yeah, you
attacks.
should have a
yes.
second attack.
I was like,
Blood
I,
Hunter.
don't-
Yeah,
I
he
just don't
has
play.
a-
I just don't play Bloodhunters like at all. So I was like, it's an extra attack. All right, so coming in for the extra attack. It goes in the scimitar again for the second strike. It's gonna be 29 to hit. That does a total of 12 points of damage on the second strike as it comes through. And that is gonna be the end of Nightborn's turn.
End of Nightborn.
Hopefully, in the next one we can do the Crimson Right and attack on the extra damage. That requires some time. So, come to the bats.
What's the bats?
Bats.
That's bats.
Well, I mean, there's still
Bats.
7 up top.
Yeah, there are quite a few up there. Do you think they forgot about you?
Nope.
Nope. He has now revealed himself, so they are now focused.
Yeah.
They're
Black.
dive bombing on him. They're gonna go right to him.
It was
on
nice
that one.
knowing. It was nice knowing
Oh,
you.
oh my god, guys! Oh my god! Oh my
Now he
god!
took patient defense. He's dodging, so it's gonna be harder to hit.
But
Good.
this
Yeah,
is
I
actually
mean, the
thought
bats
about what
can't
he
hit
was
me
doing.
anyway. They gotta use their full movement to get to me, so...
Fucking
you go.
idiots.
for the mangonel though.
Yeah.
You everyone's
They're
on the
going
south
for-
end.
They're going for our Lego bricks.
I have a feeling I chose the wrong side of the wall to defend.
I mean, can you really hit them still though?
All right, so taking the dash action, 2 of which have landed next to you, Pat. So that's a dash, right? So as they do, they crash down next to you and land down upon the ground, and just kind of moving their wings and almost kind of pinching you together and snapping with their echolocation. Again, that's their action to do so. The rest of the bats on the top side are aimed towards the catapults to begin to make their dashes and then descent at the same time. Now elevation is shown because they've gone below 60 feet, 2 of which are at 20, another one's at 25, and 2 of which are at 30 feet. So now they're at different elevations as they're now flying down. You see the soldiers at the actual catapult looking up at the wall now as they're kind of flying down upon them. You hear kind of shrieks and cries coming out of these particular soldiers as the bats are coming. Now we come to the bottom side. These bats, not looking so hot. It's their tattered wings and other things are happening. We're going to have one move down its movement speed as well as taking its dash, going 20 feet, centered towards Gilga, this one. And then this next one, as well as seeing the fire, there's an effect happening here as well, seeing the wall in front of them, and they're kind of pulling themselves back a little bit, not wanting to. And this one is going to go to 15 feet on elevation as it takes the dash. And now we come to this last one as it comes through. And this one's actually going to land onto the ground. So this one's on the ground now, taking its dash. The other 2 are still in the air. Now, but their attention is focused on you, Gilga, and not going through the space of the fires. Their echolocation, right, as they're pinging, this wall of fire sprouts up, and all of a sudden they think that there's an actual wall that's there of this force that the echolocation is bouncing off of. So now they're kind of like freaking out, right? This is a bat we're talking about here. So they're kind of moving around, so they're landing on the ground and not really understanding, but they see Gilga and they're focusing on that. So that's
We can hit that in the face. That's fine.
Well, I need to move first because I'm in
Okay.
fire, boys.
Boy, howdy, guys, we're doing really good with the bats down here. If the guys up top could just handle the bats up there, that'd be great.
I'm looking over there. They're pretty.
You mean the one guy that's up top?
I know the one guy. No, you're doing a lot on that side of the wall. If we
All right,
could just-
Gilga, arrows
wing
from
song.
the skeletons begin to fire in your direction as they slowly turn and look. They launch volleys of arrows. Only one of the arrows hit. You take 3 points of damage as the one of them was able to get through in the series of strikes and volleys of these arrows.
Who did that?
You suck.
The skeleton archers.
At least.
Oh, okay. The ones that are back there by the stumps.
Skeleton archers.
Skeleton
I'm
archers.
gonna end the skeletons as they begin to just launch at you, Goga. They've all fired their arrows. Someone had disadvantage.
Wow, rude, actually.
They all
Hey,
were
it's
launching
it's
arrows.
okay as long as the guards are good. You know, the guards are helping us. I'll take the hits.
All right, we now
I am
come.
the tank of this party.
We now come
You are
to
the tank
closer
of this
folks.
party.
For these
Sophie
paths
just
at the
kind of
top
looks
side.
side eyes you for where he is.
For these, the attacks are actually going to be independent. There's no rules here staying on the top side. So the first one who's going to attack you here is one next to you. So 18 is going to miss you with the bite as it comes through. Then it's going to take this spear and come in for a stab, aim towards you. That is going to be a miss. It begins to smile and cackle a little bit as it raises its hand up towards the wall and steps upon it out of your reach. As it does, it reaches onto the wall and smiles and looks. You see the ones with the kind of crossbows of the soldiers look in the direction of as it steps onto the wall, kind of raises up the spear in the direction of the fog, and begins to go like this. Moves the spear left and right.
Wow. That's gross.
You're seeing two of which are going to step upon the wall.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that one went to the wrong space as I stepped. That's funny.
Man, these
And
fuckers
then
can miss these stuff
the
a
one
lot.
at the top size paths as it comes in for the bite. Coming through. 23 is going to hit you with the bite, even with the dodge.
I'm going to use my reaction to.
Zero dodge.
You have to
Wait,
reroll
what
the
is that?
It's for my feet. He has to reroll the roll of my action whenever I take damage.
So you're using your reaction
So
to
it's
force the
second
creature.
chance. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
I was just,
okay,
what
okay.
is that?
I was like, okay, all right, let's go again. It's just one of them, though, right?
Yes.
Okay, one of the dice.
Yes.
Okay, so the first one is going to be the lower one of the two, so that's going to be 14, which misses. So that reroll is successful. Then it's going to go for its multi-attack, the spear coming through, trying to stab towards you. As it does, 11 is going to miss. It's now going to reach into the wall as it looks through the wall, and it does the similar fashion, stepping onto the wall. As being up close and personal to these creatures, it would see that these creatures do not need to have necessarily line of sight to be able to do this step. This is similar fashion of a misty step, but it's different as the energy around them is black, as if they are disappearing for brief moments and then reappearing with this ethereal black energy, and you notice the phasing out of their actual flesh and their bone structures that's happening. All right, well, then we come to the middle side. Those are dead. Get them off the board.
Get
Except for
out of
this
here.
one. That's right. There. Yeah, that one's going to take a nice little bite out of the soldier who's prone there. Going in for the bite with advantage. 14 is going to be a miss with the bite, and then it's going to take in the
Hey.
spear.
Ooh.
Yeah, come on, soldier. 18 is going to hit as the spear goes straightly through the chest, and it deals with the spear strike 16 points of damage as the spear strikes through the chest. You see the flesh of the soldier begin to bubble with acid as the skin begins to unfurl and curl. Multiple organs begin to pop inside of the body as the spear pulls out. Notice the blood is
Ew.
now black, and the soldier crying out for help is dead and being dissolved by the acid.
Oof. Gross.
Then it's going to speak in common. You're next, Commander. As it raises its hand and steps up next to the commander's space. Right. So, I believe that's going to be it for their turns, since we had a whole lot of dead ones. Alright. We're now going to come to the commander.
Please stab it right in the face.
Commander Remar Luna. Commander Remar Luna
Slaps
slowly
him.
turning. Commander Remar
Just
Luna
one-
has a battle axe and a shield. So raising
has a
the,
gun.
the shield up and
One
grabs...
quick question. I'm sorry. The zombie ogre in front of me. Did he do his thing? Did he take a turn?
Not yet.
He's not taking a turn yet. No,
Okay, gotcha. My bad.
they are split. There are certain ones that are
That's right, yeah.
faster than the other ones in initiative. Yep.
Right. Okay, I forgot the order. My bad.
Yep.
Yes.
So anytime you want to, because we got a lot going on, no worries.
Yeah.
If you need to interrupt me, I would love the information. I got a lot of things going right. So
Yeah.
more
that's
help
it,
the better.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so the commander's turn as it comes up is going to raise the battle axe as it comes in for a successive of 3 strikes. Commander as it comes through. First strike 24, slashes 10 points of damage. Doesn't need another one as the one slashes directly through the chest of the battle axe, raising it up. The Fort Baron pushes past the body and kicks it off the wall as it does. It lands with a thunderous thunk. Moves
So
off to the
dramatic.
next one, going in for 2 more strikes towards this particular figure here. Lands a nat 20 from the commander!
Wow.
That's going to also kill it here. We're going to roll Fortitude, and it fails. Dies outright.
Oh,
This is a
God.
critical hit.
Crits. You can't
Yeah.
do Undead
Love
Fortune,
that.
right?
Yeah, I think it's instant, right? So it comes in,
yeah.
stomps in the head, pulls the battle axe out, kicks, raises the shield of the battle axe, Fort Farron! You hear the soldiers begin to cheer and
Yeah,
everything, and
that'll
then
do it.
stretches and looks at the wall at the door, sees all the bats flying over, sees all the lizard folk at the wall. Oh shit! Ah! Begins to run.
Thank God.
Why? Oh,
I
thank
needed
God.
someone over there who can do something.
I was about to say,
Still
he
has
just
a
ran
third
out of the
strike.
combat.
Comes in, swings on the run towards this one, lands at
I
24
I
hits.
think that's the turn order.
7 points of damage.
Oh,
down
I
on
was
the
like,
run.
what is
Oh,
that?
yeah. What is going on?
It goes bats,
I was like,
skeleton,
shit's going off.
bats, skeleton, lizard folk, zombie, and then the ogre, and then you have minotaur, and then zombie. So I can give you the names of those. Yeah, you're
Minotaur?
pretty much correct.
Did I miss a Minotaur? What was that?
It's
The
an
big-
undead minotaur, basically.
The undead minotaur.
It's these guys.
Yep.
Yeah, the skeleton.
Which, can we ping one? Can I just see one?
Yeah, these guys.
Smack.
Help.
Right in front of you.
Oh, right in front of me. Oh, the horn dudes? Oh, gotcha,
Yeah,
gotcha.
Zombie.
I just,
Oh,
I think both of the larger creatures
Oh,
go,
I don't know why I
one
thought
after
those
another,
were
that's why I just
lizardy.
kind of glooped them into the one.
Hey, when is their? Oh, now our that dumb guy does stuff. Cool.
It's pretty dumbly. Commander! Commander!
He ran straight over.
Running direction man sees the bats. You see he rips off the road.
Stop eating.
He rips off the road, beard crumbs falling from the actual thing.
He's
Reveals
magnificent.
wearing an immaculate piece of mithril half plate holding the shields. He pulls it out into Warhammer on the other side. He raises it. See that the half plate has a symbol of Palor across the chest stamped into the mithril. And he raises
Yeah,
it.
immaculate means it's never been used.
He
So
gets to shake the crumbs out of the beard. He gets-
oh, I swear to God, if he
What's his
falls on his
battle
own
cry?
weapon, I'm gonna be so mad.
What's his battle cry?
Probably like 4
Does he have
Palor.
Raises his hands upwards as he does. He casts Aura of Life, a life-preserving energy radiates from this particular character in an aura of
Thank
30 foot
you.
radius until the spell ends. The aura moves with. Pretty stumbly. Each non-hostile creature in the area has resistance to necrotic damage, and its hit point maximum cannot be reduced. In addition, a non-hostile living creature regains 1 hit point when it starts its turn in the aura with 0 hit points.
And you were
Somewhat
mean to him.
useful. Yeah.
Man,
You
yeah.
lied to me.
That,
He just said he wasn't
Why did
we
lie to
remind
you?
all the time, though. Think it's fine.
Didn't lie to you.
Man.
Throwing an upcast. Hey, no worries. No worries. All right, that's going to be
You're
its
working
turn.
divine magic.
Of course he's got divine magic. He ain't a fool. All right, come to the soldiers. So we're going to start with going through the mob attack with some of these soldiers. As now they're going to be the ones on the top side here are actually going to be gripping onto their battle axes as they begin to dispense the crossbows, throwing them into the wall. They're just dumping the crossbows and pulling out battle axes. They don't have shields, so they're grabbing the battle axes out, and then they're going to be taking mob attacks. So 3 are actually going to be attacking. 4 are going to be attacking this particular one here for the mob attack rule, and then it's going to be
Good, honestly.
2d8 upon that one based on the AC. That one is going to take 14 points of damage and is indeed dead. And then we have only 2 of the soldiers, and those 2 are 2 less, and so they're not going to take the mob attack roll, and they're going to independently attack. So this is where you're going to see that I'm going to start separating it out to do independent to take the benefit of the doubt, right? So whichever has the benefit there for yourself. 7 point of damage dealt. One of them dies as one of them is struck by the battle axe. Another one comes in for a swing towards the back end. That is a 16, which hits as well. I'm rolling so high right now with these soldiers. It's
This
crazy.
is great. Thank you. I was really anxious about this top part. And
8 points
these
of damage
soldiers are
Way to
doing-
dealt.
dice on.
8
These
points of
soldiers are
damage
doing a better
dealt.
job than us.
All right.
listen,
So that's going to be
Patrick's
the
a
end.
big guy, but these
Maybe?
guys
Question
needed
mark?
something.
Now, we're going to go to this soldier here, as this one's broke away from the mob, so it's going to be using half movement speed to stand up. Does the crossbows on the ground, on the dirt, pulls the battle axe up, looks towards what can, and it's going to be using the rest of its movement speed coming to this point, coming in for a swing towards
Bless its heart.
that
Oh,
particular
God.
target.
Yeah, buddy.
16
Please
hits.
not.
Slices through one of
Wow.
the calves, 3 points of damage as it comes through. You see the hulking figure slowly turn.
Beautiful.
It begins to cry, backpedaling up.
What a
Alright, we
wimpy
have-
baby boy.
All right, so we got 4 soldiers
Oh god, he's even
here?
facing.
So one of them is going to hit with their bolts onto the target. They're going to aim towards the one directly in front of you, Heavy Heart, as they begin to fire. It's going to be one. Okay. That's going to be a total of 3 points of damage with just a bolt landing at one, as they all 4 fire at that particular target. Okay. All right, so now we're going to go with the one right here. So this one is going to be taking half movement speed to stand up as it slowly turns. Get me out of here! Get me out of here! You see them beginning to lower rope down that they have stashed away on their backs. They begin to lower it down off the wall.
Hit it while you're down there.
They begin to take themselves up, taking all 3 of their actions at this point to get the soldier back into the wall and put it back into formation on position. Now we go to 3 here. These 3
seen-
are... What's up?
Oh, sorry. You're doing the correct thing that we're just supposed to be doing.
Yeah, so this one got raised up, and then all 3 below you, Naira, took
I
their
was-
actions. Right?
I was just saying the one up top. It's gonna. There's a movie called Grabbers, and it's one guy just gets fucking wind sent flying. I feel like that's
Attack on Titan. Oh
imminent.
my god.
Imminent. So,
He just grabbed.
they are now going to be the 3 on top are going to pulling out the battle axes, and so doing they actually have better modifiers. So one of them is going to be able to hit with the battle axes. They begin to move in position and hulk the battle axes towards the figures, and I'm keeping track
Which
just
ones
a
are
little
doing
bit.
this?
So these 3 on the top side of you, Nira, right here.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so those 3 are dumping the crossbows and they're grabbing out the axes and they're working on the target. So they get to get 1d8 out.
Okay. And the
then
target
those-
is the big guy, right?
And so they do 5 damage with the strikes as they're successive. So they actually were able to do damage with the battle axes.
Great.
All right, we
He's
come
near
to
death,
this
but not
one,
like that near death.
which is prone. This one is going to stand up, and then the 2 on the top side, one of which on the top side, one of which on the bottom side of Varus, are going to help pick up and put back into formation here. Only 2 of their actual turns left. They're both going to fire independently onto the actual bat here, and it went ahead and put cover on it, I'm sure, so I'll probably have to disable that. So 18, those going to hit even with the get rid of the modifier there. So 6 points of damage for the first strike as it lands, and then we'll go in for the next one.
Man, killing
I'm
these
on.
bats are so satisfying
hits.
though.
I know.
Right,
Like,
one of the
they
bats dies as it's going to fall down dead, clearing the board.
Love that. Love that
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah. Come on, guys, let's keep doing this. We got this. For now.
All right, now come to the catapults. Catapults
goodness.
have a minimum range. Okay, the catapult's minimum range means that they cannot fire within 60 feet. That is not an elevation, that they can't actually hit anything within 60 feet. So as these figures are coming closer, they're not able to hit
Fine.
them.
They should aim for the things, the
Aim for
skeletons
the-
anyway.
so
They're aiming. So this one is going to I'm gonna roll probability here. I'm curious to see if it aims towards the ones in your hypnotic pattern, or it goes for the ones at the bottom side. It goes for the ones on the bottom side. Okay.
Good. Yes, that's the right
Excellent.
choice.
Love that.
Just sweating over here, like, please don't get them.
We've got that under
All right.
control, please.
Crashes in the middle of the horde. All of that die in the middle
Oh,
of the
shit.
horde. They're all
Love
dead.
that.
Nice.
Couple launches, they smash
Love
it, roll
that.
them, rolling bits. You see multiple of them getting crushed and smashed. That type of damage with that. You see that they're slowly kind of moving, but none of which are getting up at this point. It's going to go ahead and end the turn. Now come to this particular one. You see the bats coming down. The aura kind of saying out pretty dumbly, "Stay at your post! Stay at your post!" They begin to look at the bats, fearful. They still maintain their posture in position, and then they go in for a fire. They're aiming for a particular target. The top side here. launching away.
Whoa.
Okay. You're rolling out some numbers.
Big numbers.
Jeez.
A
Oh,
lot of
Numbers.
lot.
It's all the
Mangoes.
saves.
A sprinkle of
Mangoes
numbers.
right there.
It is not saved necessarily.
Oh,
Is deaths.
Is it fortitude or whatever?
Oh god.
could
Oh
be.
god, that would be horrible.
It is fortitude.
Feels right. I knew it. Little bastards.
As it crashes
It
through,
did-
it takes out the skeletons. The skeletons do not rise, but as it comes through and lands, it's dead. You notice there are some of them at this top side here. They begin to arise from the ground as they begin to stand up. As they begin to come upright and look towards the rest there. And they continue the move. Ending turn. Okay. We now come to this one here. Okay. Now it's going to maintain in the space. It's the end of their turn, correct?
At the end of their turn, or
Alright.
when they enter it.
So this one begins to thrash and destroy the wall as the wall itself begins to come tumbling down as it takes its action to do so. I'm going to be putting down a tile
Uh-oh.
to
Oh,
signify the
Naira.
destruction.
It's not my fault. I was put here.
I was made to go here.
For the record, I did
tower.
not jump. It tumbled.
Technically still on the wall.
Still technically on the wall.
How much damage do you take?
You could say now that she is in the heat of battle.
Now, I have a question. No,
Do we really need our
it's
part?
never mind. I was thinking about Sentinel, but Sentinel wouldn't proc because it's not
Is that
attacking
4?
a creature.
Right.
It's attacking the wall.
I mean, unless
Yeah.
the wall's alive. Is
4
the
points
wall
of
alive?
damage dealt to you,
damage.
Nera. That's simply for the fall damage as you kind of fall off the wall and you're now in the heat of the rubble as it kind of concaves downwards, right? As it smashes through with its shield. Finally kind of smashing through and dealing that damage. It is going to charge forward as it's a large-sized creature. It is going to press forward. As it does, it steps over you, trudging
Rude.
into the space.
Rude,
over the
honestly
wall. It
disrespectful.
stops and turns. As it does, it raises the shield up towards the fog and lets out a roar. This large,
that's
menacing
not
roar as it
okay.
comes through.
Can I ask, does this affect Sentinel at all?
Lion,
Not
it's
until it
good
moves
roar.
out of
No,
your range.
it's got to attack
Okay.
someone
roar.
near you. Yeah.
I thought when it was like
That's a
moving
good
through my
roar. It's
range.
like-
Oh, I hear a roar.
I
hear
love
a
that.
roar.
That was a
right
good
there.
roar. I like that roar.
That's a
It's very
kaiju
quiet, but
roar.
yeah.
It was a kaiju roar.
This one takes its action as well as it begins to punch through. Now taking the turn to come through, putting down another tile as it begins to separate and destroy the wall. Fortunately,
Oh,
no one's
God.
in that space. It then moves its movement speed, stepping through. It takes a stand. As it does, it raises the shield. As it raises the shield, it snaps and twitches for a brief moment and continues its movement speed. Pressing forward, it rams into the wagon, filled with the ammunition of the catapults. As it smashes into it, wheels are beginning to break. But again, that was its action and its movement to get to this point. We're now going to come to this one. This top side.
Well, say goodbye to that wall.
Honestly, we held it for a really long time.
I feel like
Not
we could've
in like
had
the grand
longer
scheme of
ones.
time, but like
Giving the
Oh,
soldier
feel so good
the
about this
benefit of the doubt here. Oh, it's not even on. There it goes. That's what I thought.
So long as you could end the 3 of them, you still have a catapult.
they're all near death, so
But we need that barn.
we could use some more tanks if anyone has any, but
It wouldn't have mattered.
no, now just like one in each little
Okay,
chunk.
so now we're going to
Just
come to
holding
the.
off there.
We're going
Yeah,
to come
just-
to the 3 at the top side. These are going to take independent turns as their their focus is now being pulled off the wall. It seems. It seems that the effects have happened to them. Right, one's in Spirit Guardians. Right, there's another one that's frightened as well. There's another one that's got a guard up next to it, soldier up to it. Paz, right, you're there. So those 3 at the top side are going to be taking their own kind of things. So as we come to the one that you're at Thothig, it is in Spirit Guardians. As it's in this space, and I believe if it starts its turn with the actual space, it's going to be taking that damage. So go ahead and roll 3d8, please.
Yeah, it should be at the start of your turn for
Yeah,
Spirit Guardian.
Yep.
Yep. So I went ahead and rolled the Wisdom saving throw, going over damage.
There's the damage. Again, 48 because it's 4th level cast.
Okay.
Is this
48 there.
fading?
Sorry. So 48 comes through, 18 points of radiant damage. It is going to succeed on the wisdom saving throw. It only takes 9 points of the damage. It is, as well, as going to take its weapon out as it comes. Again, the tendrils of this frightened from that particular thing. It's frightened of you, and it goes in for the swing towards Wingsong as it comes through with Star.
I'm
So
gonna
it doesn't
react towards it, and I'm gonna be like, "Hey, dude, leave me alone, you fucking poopy face hole," and use
Wait.
cutting words.
I thought that's
Okay.
only if it hits.
Only if it
Oh,
hits.
it's just if he attacks me.
Oh, go for it. Roll it up.
Yeah.
Roll it on out. Let's do
I
it.
was gonna say I don't think he hits you regardless, but
Yeah, because remember, it's attacking at disadvantage because he's frightened of me, and I'm right in front of it. So
Yeah, but wouldn't that only be if he's
Goes,
attacking me?
spooky.
no,
No,
it's
frightened.
any attack where
Any
I'm
attack.
in his line of sight.
Just
Oh.
So
Oh.
yeah, it's a disadvantage.
Oh, okay. I thought it was only if he was attacking you.
No,
Uh,
not
I
for
would
fear.
say, is it okay if I save my thing?
You
then?
can save it. Goes in for a
Okay.
multi-attack as it swings the Morning Star once more at you.
Oh lord, I made a mistake, guys.
Or you can use it now.
wanna use-
I'll use it now.
Go and roll.
Okay, thank you. I don't want to die.
I'm pretty sure it still missed. But
3.
All right, it missed. It comes crashing into the wall,
Oh.
taking its action to do so. The wall itself is still stays. It's taking the Morning Star to come up to the top of the wall instead of hitting into the center of the wall to destroy it. That wall segment maintains. Nice work,
Daddy's
you
gonna
two.
be so mad.
Yeah, that's what you get. You
Ooh,
do, radiant bitch. You're gonna die
Poor
again.
soldier. Morning Star coming out here. Oh, 13 misses the soldier. Soldier sidesteps. 15 is going to
Soldier
miss as
doesn't
well.
trust.
Comes through with
What?
both strikes, aimed with the star towards the soldier at the top side. One strike, second strike, both miss the soldiers. The soldier, oh my gosh, is still alive.
Guys, we
No.
found a new party
No,
member.
flipping. That's our guy.
Yeah.
We're keeping
Give-
him.
Guys,
Give him a name. We gotta
found-
give.
yeah.
Hold on, we'll give a name.
That's our new Timmy right there.
What's
Yeah.
your name?
Yeah.
It's
It's Jimmy.
Give me a Mark II.
All right, so Paz, this one's going to move up next to you. It sees you. It almost looks.
Oh my god,
but
he's
it's-
actually been renamed.
It's
Yup,
yeah, every day. It sees the targets on the wall, and it's going to attempt to clear off space of the wall. So first strike coming through to one of the soldiers on top. 19 is going to hit as it crushes down. It does a total of 17 points of bludgeoning damage, smashing into the soldier.
Jeez.
Dead. Goes in for the second one as it comes through. That's going to be 24 to hit. It does indeed hit. That does a total of 12 points of bludgeoning damage as it smashes through, breaking off the arm and as well as the leg, crunching. One is still alive, barely. Token from the board. It's dead. All right, that is going to be all of them. Come through. They slowly turn towards you, Goga, as you're making your way in space. Still locked on. One charges forward, aimed for a gore as it raises its head towards you. Looking down. 18 is going to miss, and then goes in for a multi-attack swing of the Great Axe. 11 is going to miss as well. The next one comes through. This one is going to be in the space here. Has reached to hit you as it comes swinging through. 4 coming. 18 is going to miss. Comes in for the Great Axe with the multi-attack. Slaps down. 25 is going to hit you.
I'm going to use my reaction.
Okay.
I'm going
Get
to
it.
use Radiant Weapon, so it needs to make a. Let me just double check the wording on this. It needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Or what?
Constitution saving throw.
Or what happens?
It is blinded.
Or what?
Does it still connect with the hit?
Yeah, it still connects to hit. It says when I get hit,
Okay.
it becomes blinded if it fails the DC save as I emit a bright light
Okay,
as it
so the-
strikes me.
Okay, so the bright light comes out on reaction after taking the 10 points of damage dealt as it clips on the side. You're kind of getting out of the way of it as it clips down, smashing into the ground. You see it kind of pull back from that effect. The blind has been put on, so you can see that it's been blinded. It's moving its head violently, shaking from side to side, unable to see much of anything here.
That helped.
Now, the rest of these creatures, clearly hypnotic in this condition. What's up?
I was just gonna say the one directly above Gilga would take the fire damage from Wall of Fire.
This
It's
one?
within 10 feet.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll roll the save at all, or is it just flat damage?
It's just flat damage the moment if he ends his turn within 10 feet of the wall.
Okay, do you roll it?
I roll it, yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Love that for him.
Don't forget, so if you ever want to use it, it's still the
I still have the Bardic Inspiration, yeah. I
yeah.
know.
Okay, so 24
You can
damage
use it for
dealt as that
damage
one's
if you ever want
singed
to.
by the fire, kind of pulls back from the flames. And then the rest are in the pattern, have yet to do anything. As they're kind of fumbling and looking, we now come to the zombie-like creatures here.
Gosh.
As they begin to move faster.
They're turning into fucking actual bad boy zombies.
They're going 40 feet.
Kingdom coming for
As
us.
they begin to charge.
Ingu's coming for us.
As they begin to run through, they are bumping the ones in front of them as they're running through.
Did they also get Hypnotic Pattern?
No, it's a
No,
one-time
so what they're
thing.
going to do is they're going to shake the other ones out of the hypnotic pattern.
Yeah, no, that's what I was hoping for it to be, though. For them to walk in and be like, "Ooh, priest
It's weird in here.
Yeah.
Like the vibe here, guys." But it's still good.
You get fucking
nonetheless.
elbowed
Stop.
by your friends. You're like, oh, sorry, God, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
it
oh.
helped stop these guys for a long time, though.
Mm.
And they're set up.
It was a
perfectly
very
for what I
good
have
spell. It was very helpful.
planned. They
Yeah,
have set
that is-
themselves
it's a
up
good
perfectly
spell.
for what I have planned for. Don't
Right.
worry, guys.
You're masterminding everything. We know.
Listen, he's at 500 IQ. We're only down at like 450.
You're only down at like,
We can only hope to someday at least
499.
understand where he's coming.
This is
You
the
don't have-
point where I feel bad about the fact that I do not have Fireball.
You
Why?
should. You
Because-
should.
Never feel
worry.
bad about it.
Go sit in the corner and think about
Damn
how
it,
bad
Soot.
you feel.
But
I have-
30
Why not?
years out.
I have plenty of other spells. I'm just
Why don't you have
Fireball
Fireball?
because
Yeah,
it's
you don't
too
need it.
big of an AoE for me to use my Hound of Ill Omen.
Ah, you're grounded.
And I didn't
Wow.
think we would ever be in a situation where we're literally fighting 3 to
A
4
horde?
dozen of a horde.
Absolutely grounded. You need to go
That's why you keep mini.
sit on the
AoE
steps
spells.
and think about
Well,
it.
I do have a lot of AoEs, but then again, Shadow Magic's actually meant to be more of a slight support class.
Oh well,
Yeah.
never mind.
Yeah, Shadow
No.
Magic is definitely not the class that it should be like front damage AoE. It's kind of one of those niche subclasses for sure.
It's like really cool, and you probably never heard of it actually.
Pretty niche.
Right, so two of those
Like-
particular ones in that large grouping of the Horde, those two have yet to be hit from the movement speed, but the rest have. I've
Nice,
actually funneled them
nice.
back, noticing that some of them are unable to move, right, because they're kind of pushing into each other. So they're not getting the benefit of that and going further. They're just funneling through as it's now kind of coning a little bit around. We're now going to come to these ones here. So these ones are going to go 40 feet. So they begin to crest through here, and then I'm going to be pulling some of them in space.
There's a lot there.
That's a lot of.
I
That's
could
a
at
lot
max
of
I can only at
zombies.
max take out 4 in a round.
Okay. So that is going to be the end of this particular round. We are coming to the top of round 4. In so doing, we're going to go ahead and take a break. So,
Oh, good.
Oh,
My fingers are raw. I've been biting at them this entire time.
I've been. I'm not gonna
Well,
lie,
nervous.
guys. I got an idea what to do, but I'm spooked nonetheless because I got everything else nearby me, and I can only do one spell per turn.
so
Hey, if these zombies are CR1, a lot of them won't be a problem. So just leave it at that.
Yeah.
as we
I'm
come
just
It's gonna
gonna.
be like CR5.
Nah.
as we
Each
as we
one.
come to take a break at the top of round 4, you see in the distance
No,
of the fog,
pass. Mm-mm.
It's your mom.
there is a figure on horseback that begins to trudge outright.
No.
No.
I'm going to go ahead and reveal them onto the space.
If it's a fucking lich, I'm so
I
fucking.
swear to God,
scared.
it's gonna be
Damodar.
Damodar.
It's not Damodar.
Damodar.
I don't think it's
If it-
Damodar.
If it's anyone other than him, fine.
It's a fiery horse.
I'm feeling it's like a death knight, or it's like a freaking lich, something
Come
like
on,
that.
guys, let
Like
me go
something
through
that's
my
commanding
history.
this army.
Let me go through my history
Dragon
textbooks real
Daddy's
quick, and I'll see if I
commanding
can
this army.
recognize
Dragon
Flaming
Daddies.
Horse with
Okay.
with
So the
with
person
Dark Knight.
on top of here seems to be humanoid. It's a humanoid wearing crude plate armor with a helm of twisted metallic stag horns. Through the helm, the eyes are black and spew vile tendrils of corruption. This area is kind of pouring out of the helm, right? It's just kind of pouring and snaking out. They wield a large great axe with a twisted wooden handle and blackened blade that drips black ooze. The armor seems to be held together with branches, vine, and twigs. The figure of the humanoid appears to be short, slender, and large at the hips. They stand roughly 5'4" sit roughly 5'4" right on the horseback. You're getting an idea that this rider is not very large at all. The horse itself appears to be of black in its hide. Its mane is burning of a fire reddish and bright. Its hoofs follow suit, and its eyes glow with an ethereal red energy as it looks in the distance. It just trots out into the distance of visible range in this fog. As it kind of trots out, it kind of moves to the side, kind of moving back and forth. It's really just spectating as it's looking. And that's where we're going to go and take our break. So if you're watching this so much, we'll go and take a break. We're probably going to take a 15-minute break or so. That way we can get everyone kind of settled, take it in, whatnot. And then depending on combat and where we go and what happens, might end up taking a second break as well. So just because combat fatigues, everyone gets tired. We definitely went for a long time. So we'll be back.
My brain is going, guys.
Woo, woo, woo. Everything's under control.
risotto.
Michael. We
I'm
can
gonna-
balance
All right,
multiple.
later this
So,
week,
yeah,
I'll
All right,
make a
we're back.
risotto,
Welcome
put
back
a
to the
picture of
stream.
it
If
in
you're
the
watching,
Discord
thanks
and
so
call it-
much. We're complicated.
Yeah, I'll call it Ruddy Tacos. How's that?
Welcome back. We're talking about risottos right now. That's what we're
Everything's
doing. We're not playing
fine, and
D&D.
we're ready to battle.
I like
It's
Wesley
risotto.
Snipes
Get it
tax evasion.
right. It's
Like-
risotto.
All right, so coming back into it, this figure has come out. They're on horseback. They're spectating the field of battle. As they're doing that, they will be on the initiative order.
Considering my passive history intelligence, does he immediately come up as a figure in my mind?
This figure does not resemble anything right off first glance staring at it.
Cool. Thank you very
But we can
much.
see her from where we are.
Do not roll an action. Don't use an action to roll history on this guy. Let's just kill everyone.
Yeah,
Ooh, don't.
Or
You
things
said
you
it
do,
now.
right?
You said it now.
Don't you dare.
doubt.
Let's
I'm
not.
pulling
Let's
Naira.
let's just eliminate this one.
Don't you do it.
All these are monsters, and we'll be fine.
All right,
Can I
so
just say
we're-
this rain is so soothing?
Don't
What
they
if they're not evil?
Yes.
get ready?
Maybe
It's
they
your
just want
turn.
some risotto.
So we
It's
in
your
this
turn,
now?
Heavy
Gotta
Heart.
stop saying
Round
risotto.
four.
All right.
Make it happen.
Beat
Look
him
at
up.
one in front of me and say, I have had enough of you. I have more important things to worry about, like the rest of this wall.
Goodbye.
I said, good day, sir.
That's funny.
Dead.
Dude.
Bodied.
Maze
Gone.
of Disruption also
Out.
is a
More of
thing.
the fragment thing. That's funny. Okay.
Good.
So as you do 15 points of damage to it, lowering its hit points on the damage dealt.
Did it roll crit for this though? Because I see it as a 1d6.
I'm adding the crit damage right now. I did not roll it for crit
Dang.
because I think it went to the saving throw. So I'm gonna roll. I'm getting.
Don't think
Rigged. Rigged.
You didn't go down. You're near
That's-
death. I need the extra damage.
We got a few things to work out here first.
he's dead.
Yeah.
The critical was 18 on top of the 15. Okay, so that was
Good.
the total amount dealt. 18 plus 15. The crit damage dealt. Come through its critical hit upon this creature. It even failed its saving throws. Regardless, this creature below the hit point threshold, it would have literally just turned to dust as it struck
Excellent.
through. As the tendrils of radiant light begins to sprout through cracks, different things begin to happen. It slowly begins to roar and moan out from its kind of language as it does. It kind of begins to teeter from side to side, and it is now dead.
I said, good day.
It's actually nighttime, Thothig.
Shut up. Go help him down there.
My
Yeah, do you
I'll
think you've
do
got
what I
anything
can,
useful,
but my
Catboy?
spell's over, Thothig. They're gonna start rushing over here.
Get that bow ready.
Rapid fire!
I'm going to look at Gigantor over here.
Geeky Chad.
We are going to start
Pass.
tracking. Not with that, but
15 is going to be
Maybe
missed
he'll
as it
fail.
now slowly turns around, begins to moan, thudding into the earth as it looks down towards you.
well, I'm just going to try and thwack again.
Landing into
There
its
we
leg
go.
with a large
That's better.
crack, 10 points of bludgeoning, takes a step back, still alive.
How tall is this wall?
The wall is 10 feet to the 12, with a 2-foot cranial, so 12 feet to get up and over it.
And Paz parkour up and then slam down.
Oh, easily.
I am going
Some basic
to bonus action. What do we call it? Flurry of blows.
Bonus action.
I thought you were gonna run up.
Flurry. Yeah, I was like,
Forget what it was.
What do you call
Forgot
that thing?
Kyle is just like,
It's been a while. I'm going to do that thing where I attack 2 more times. Ooh, can I roll
A
with
Little
the fist
Mermaid
or with the dragon knuckles, or
Yeah.
because they're unarmed? Excellent.
Absolutely.
Wow.
I don't know if they're doing anything, but it don't matter.
that's what he's
Anyway.
gonna be. Yeah.
The,
9
the
points.
dragon
Yeah.
ogres were like a meme weapon. It turns out it's like
As you
very
see it falls
useful.
down, it rises
Turns out they're
itself
very
back
useful.
up as you strike across the chest, jumping up. It kind of goes in, crumples down for a brief moment, begins to rise once more.
Alright. Am I able to climb up the wall?
I mean,
There is some footholds and handholds. It would be difficult terrain to do so.
doesn't he have that monk
if you
movement
have-
that just
No,
lets
not
him
yet.
run up wall? Not
That's
yet.
next
No,
level.
not
I don't
yet.
think you
That's
have
next
that,
level.
and you
That's
don't
next
have
level.
mobile, do you?
No, so it'd be 20 feet up.
Yeah, it'd be a total of 20
Wait,
feet
don't-
to go up.
Oh,
Don't you have another attack?
got plenty of it.
You would
that-
take attack of opportunity potentially from
What's up?
others, though, from the threat space.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm gonna come up.
Okay. 2 bites coming away from the bats.
Goddamn bats.
Fuck you, bats.
First
You
bite
should
comes
bats.
through, 22 hits. Does damage. You succeed on a Constitution saving throw with a 22. Seems as though there's something about this bite that is not natural, as it bites in, skimming across your leg, and tendrils of necrotic damage are now kind of coming to across yourself. You go ahead and assign damage to you in the actual effect. It seems as though with the tendrils kind of coming through and resisting, there might be more potential damage dealt if you do not sustain from that particular effect. The second one goes in for the bite. 16 is going to be a miss. Those are both reactions. Go ahead.
Alright, and then I'm gonna target this lizard man to the top right of me right here.
Okay.
Give him a little- What do we get?
Hey.
28. It's going to hit 8 points of bludgeoning damage as you come through, slicing across.
I'm going to pump another key point in, and I am going to attempt to. Oh no, not even attempt. I'm just going to smite. Additional necrotic damage, and he is poisoned.
Okay. No need to
Nice.
tack on. I don't know where that damage went. Oh, it's necrotic?
Yes.
Okay, takes no damage.
Yeah.
God damn.
They're undead.
I don't know the lizard men were. I thought they were just lizard men.
No,
Could
no,
be
they're
a
undead.
lizard.
lizard.
They're undead.
They're all like
uh,
spitty.
It has immunity to poison.
Jeez.
Ah,
I don't know how that works. But okay.
I would have figured, but I just had to figure I had to try it.
Hey, that's what
It's worth a shot.
experimentation's all about. We learn more with every attack.
Wait, did you say it's immune to necrotic?
It's immune to
Poison.
necrotic damage, and it's also immune
And
to the condition poisoned.
You can be immune to
In
conditions.
the can that's in the
Damn
market.
it!
Yeah.
Then I should have healed it.
Oh,
And I will. And I will.
Be like Divinity Original Sin
End my
too.
turn.
Okay, Wingsong, you're up.
Cool. So I don't really know what to do. My spell is about to break here soon on those guys. I mean, a lot of them are already freed.
It's just drop it and help Naira clear out the ones that got past the wall.
What about the ones up north?
I think
I
we
got
can take
them.
care of it. I'm gonna go help with the north.
Okay. Shit. Okay. What is this gap, by the way? Is it like a whole? Can
That
I
wall has
clamber
been
across
destroyed.
it?
You cannot climb across it to the other side.
Okay, that's.
You could shoot
Pretty
him or
bad.
something.
It means that I have very limited ability.
You shoot him with your little bow.
My bow does little.
My little bow does little damage.
My little bow does little damage.
you know what I think you should do? I think you should blow up heads. This is now the opportunity you have to blow up heads.
Blow.
Come on, blow up a head
come
for
on,
one.
blow up some heads.
They've given you
That's your
so
thing.
much shit. Blowing up heads.
No, that's the
with my
problem
mind.
though, is that I might not be able to reach him with a blow up head spell.
I mean, this.
I'll
that
catch
guy
you,
right
jump.
next to Naira's fine.
Okay, you know what?
You can always just jump off the wall over here.
Yeah.
I can climb.
There's a
so
set of
you're
stairs.
right.
There's
Here,
also
you
stairs literally right next
Yeah.
to you.
There's other big stairs right here.
Who uses
That's all,
stairs
like-
in the heat of battle?
You're right. I forgot about the stairs.
Have you not seen Legolas using the shield and skating downstairs?
Beep, beep,
Okay,
beep,
guys.
beep, beep.
What's
Here
the
is these
distance
stairs.
between
I do
me
that.
and this guy? 65. Okay, so I'm gonna take 10 feet steps over here. And then I'm gonna... oh, shit. I don't know if I want to use a spell or a ball.
Whatever you think will actually work.
He's looking pretty about dead, so I'm gonna look at him. And I'm gonna pull out one of my cool arrows. I have to change the ammunition, hold on. Pull out one of my cool arrows. And say, hey ho, cheerio, what the way to go? I'm gonna use a luck point real quick. Oh, wait, what?
I didn't say anything.
Okay, I was about to say, like, on my screen, I thought I had a nat 20. I was like, whoo! But yeah, I'm gonna use a luck point real quick.
Alright, fire again.
I have to make sure it doesn't use up the ammunition.
Natural 20.
Just add it back on. after
Come
you
on,
fire.
buddy.
Fine.
Okay.
Yeah,
Worse.
whatever.
Uh,
Oh, you click the arrow.
shit.
I'll take the roll. I mean, you got a 9, so I'll take the 9 off of it.
Oh, that's
so.
no, that's my plus one. So
I'll take the 9. You rolled the 9. I'll take the 9. Hold on.
okay.
9, 10, 10, 14, 14,
It's gonna
3,
be
17,
big.
18.
It
18
would.
hits.
It'd be enough to hit. Yeah.
18 hits. So 11 points
Okay.
piercing damage dealt. As the arrow flies, goes into the head. As it does, see the creature with the arrow still in the head rise up.
Well, that's very not kind of you, sir. And that's my action. But however, I got more things I can do, people.
Yeah?
Do more
Like,
things.
hold up, I gotta look at my bardic inspiration count, put it down to 2 because I used cutting words that one time, and okay. I'm gonna look over to Gilga. Gilga, my man. Is he within? Is he within range?
Yeah, I mean, you could see me below.
He's barely within range,
Not
guys.
even 60 feet, yeah.
Okay, Gilga, my man. I'm gonna yell over to him and be like, "Yay!"
And I get bardic inspiration. Let's go.
Must be nice.
Pass, you're a master of combat. You're fine.
Yeah, you're a master of combat? Question mark.
This is what happens to keep reinforcing this idea you're a master of combat. We're just like, he's fine.
Not an
He
idea, it's a
dies.
fact.
He
I just
dies.
want it. I don't
It's
need
an
it. I just
actual
want it.
fact.
Okay, guys, and then it reduced my luck by 1 because I used it that one time, and that I'm going to then end
Do
my
anything about the
turn.
giant?
I can't do anything about the giant. I don't have any more action things.
Your tiny little bow. Did very little.
No, I have a plan for the other guys in the middle once they start getting a bit closer.
Great.
Right,
I love
super
when we can move them closer to us.
Does it involve your tiny little bow?
I bet it.
Don't say anything about
Naira,
my
it's
tiny
up
little
to you to
bow.
get rid of the rest of these.
My,
And
The rest
I'm
of
going-
what?
my Fisher Price
Oh.
bow.
The big guys?
I'm gonna run up towards the thing, and I'm going to drop concentration on Wall of Fire, and cast Melf's Minute Meteors.
Okay, so we're dropping the wall of fire.
Yeah,
Dropped away.
and I'm going to kind of just drop my template for it, but I'm going to
That's fine.
I'm gonna throw out 4 of them right off the bat up at this guy. I'm gonna just right above him, so that way it detonates and hits all 3.
Okay, where are you at right now? Because you're not gonna have a template drawn. We're gonna manually roll probably. So where are you at?
I'm right here.
It's just south of Thothig.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're gonna do this person.
No, I'm to the bats.
Oh, to the bats. Gotcha.
Yeah,
gotcha.
I'm
okay.
the,
Where are you
where my
going?
where my marker
now
is.
I'm seeing. If you want to ping my view, if you hold down Shift and click, if you hold down Shift and left click, you'll actually cycle my view as well.
Oh shit! It moved.
Yeah, it'll move
Yeah.
us all.
Okay.
So it pings us
Yeah.
all. Just FYI.
Oh.
Don't everyone do it at once, Jesus.
Yeah. So I'm going to send. I am sending out 4 meteors to the same point, 5 feet above this bat, right at this corner, so it hits all 3 of these bats.
Okay, so you're gonna hit all 3 of the bats. All right, go ahead.
Yeah. So it's a dexterity saving throw on their part, and I'll roll 2d6 per. That's the first one.
Okay, so from the first one of them saves. So I'm going to go ahead and sign damage real quick. And then on save, it's half, correct?
It's half, yes.
Okay. Damage dealt, go for the next one. One of them succeeds again here. And then you can go for the last one here.
This is the third one. I have one more past this.
Okay. All three fail.
Yes, kill the bats.
Okay, last one.
Nice. And then last one.
We got a net 20 on one of them. It's not enough. Even if half. All three are dead.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
There we
Nice.
go.
God.
That was what? Let's see. 17, 25, 31 damage altogether, not counting halved.
Thank you.
Okay, guys,
All right.
I'm ready to game.
Bullet sounds?
Yeah,
bullet sound.
that's both my action and my bonus action, so that's my turn.
Hurt lot? What's going?
What did I miss? Why are there 3 dead bats?
I'm playing the
Because
audio.
I used
Should've
Melf's
gone
my
wild.
I used Melf's
Don't worry
minute
about it.
meteors and just threw 4 fucking meteors at them.
Yeah, listen. Real quick.
Damn.
Automatic
Why is
fire.
a vampire?
Why do you have to make him sound even more edgy?
Why is a vampire?
Alright. All 3 dies. They begin to explode outwards. You see multiple shreds and
The
tendrils
worst
as they begin
character
to
to be giving
fall,
automatic fire.
kind of veering off away from the actual catapult. Again, they're kind of descending, kind of veering already, and so their bodies begin to land, scattering about the battlefield. They're dead.
Yep, that's the end of my turn. I have 2 meteors left.
Alright,
Cool.
Koga, you're up.
Love that. Huge
To be
fan.
honest, I don't really know what to do, so I'm just
Okay.
going to. I'm just
Kill
going to.
things, Koga.
First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cast Hex. I'm not sure if this Hex is going to work, but I'm going to use my bonus action cast Hex. I'm going to use it on this guy. I mean, just make sure it's applied, so this is the one who has it. After that, I'm going to make my attacks using my Thunder Gauntlets, see if anything hits.
Just
Not
Kill
going to
them
use a
and come
bardic
help.
for this.
Put the charm effect on. 17 is going to hit. That lands for 9 points of hunter damage. Go ahead and attack on the Hex. I'll let you roll a d6 again if you like.
Yes, because ooh,
Oh,
is it immune?
This particular creature does not seem to be immune to necrotic damage as an arcane. It just does come up. It seems to affect
Oh,
it
yeah.
as it does take the damage.
Yeah, fuck you. All right,
shit.
next I'm gonna roll the Thunder Gauntlets again. Yeah, I'm gonna use the bardic for this. I don't think 14 is gonna hit. Well, it's a 15.
15 does indeed hit. 9 points.
Yes.
there we go.
All right.
Inspiration for the win.
Kill it. Kill it.
Will it do anything?
Come
Nine
on.
points damage
Undead
dealt. You come
fortitude.
through once and twice, crushing it and smithering it into smithereens. The thunder damage, again, kind of exploding the bone structure from the creature. It seems to kind of explode outwards in a thrall of different bones and things.
Realizing this is the first time in a long time that I have both my attacks consecutively hit a target and deal a decent amount of damage, I'm gonna yell, "Yeah, I'm a hero! I deserve risotto!" And that's my turn.
I say I helped you both of those times.
You're the best! Wing song!
Yeah.
So
Bonding.
So the target drops to 0 points for the spell ends. You can use the bonus action in a subsequent turn, right, to pass this on. So just,
Yeah, but I use my bonus action, so probably my next
right.
turn I'll have
Yeah,
to
just
use-
letting you know on your next turn.
Yeah.
Okay, there you're up.
Sorry, the cat has something. All right. All right. Okay. Well, I'm gonna just fucking slash this guy. Yep. Come on. Second time in a row. What's going on?
Yeah.
This is why I'm not giving you the bardic inspiration right now.
This is why.
Because you're rolling a nat
As
one.
you whistle the blade around, kind of
This
strikes
guy should
into
be
some
dead
rocks,
already.
slowing down
You
the
should have
blows.
shot
Dust
him.
and debris kind of flies off with the beta bear too,
Won by
whistling
the
through the air.
bingo.
It's just too much rubble. It's too hard to strike. You're losing your footing, but it's just a bad miss.
It's okay. I'm gonna breathe through it. It's fine.
Coming
Not
for
in that
second.
one? Question mark?
We got a new
Absolutely not.
Gorgon on our
Hits.
team.
Slicing down.
It's
16
been twice
points
in a row
of
now. It's crazy.
slashing
Don't forget your
damage.
fire damage.
It's dead. Well,
No, because it has to make it saving throw, so you have
Yeah.
to attack on the fire.
Yeah,
Right,
attack
right.
on the fire
Attack
damage.
on the
there.
fire damage, and then I
Yeah.
will see. We'll see.
no. Hold on, sorry.
Come on, come on.
Because this fire damage could make it break it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
you can do
come
it.
on.
Oh.
Did you go? I don't want to do you twice.
No, I don't see. Oh,
Okay,
no.
Mini roll.
there it goes.
There we go.
That's 7 enough. Is 7 enough?
Die.
Ah!
Oh, okay.
It's enough.
Ugh. Thanks,
Comes through.
flipping
Dying,
hell. Okay.
dying outright as it comes through. And the flame damage is enough to kind of get it over the hump. It's low as it actually rolled really well for its fortitude as it comes through with the blade. The second strike, the first one just bad. This right, left slicing across his chest, kind of tumbles down and is dead. Kind of organs, kind of bones, kind of spilling out in this black bile around you.
Gross. Worth it. Okay. Actually, do I even want to? From where I am, can I use War Magic and cast my cantrip, or do I need to move?
You can use it. You took the attack action on your turn. You can use your bonus action to fire a cantrip.
Do I want to move? Can I use my movement? Well, I guess there's really no. Is it worth getting up on the wall when the wall has holes in it?
Probably not anymore.
I don't know. I said I would stay on the wall. Okay. Well- Okay, then I'm gonna use my War Magic and use my cantrip. Do I have to click it, or can I just do the cantrip? I'm gonna just do it then. Firebolt.
Yeah, just click the cantrip. Yep, you're good.
Nice.
24 hits.
Nice.
Terrible damage though.
Points of fire
Max damage and minimum damage.
No!
See as it takes the damage, then once it fires, it crashes in, still bashing into the wagon, slowly rises up, begins to roar.
legit
See the
thought
soldiers
you would do it
on the catapult. Fuck this! Fuck! As they're still trying to load the catapult.
They're retaining their positions right now, guys. They're doing.
I know.
Yeah. Should name them all
Priest
to me,
Dumbly
too.
has some influence.
Was that my bonus action?
That was your
Yes, it
bonus
is.
action, correct?
Okay, then I
Fireball.
think I'm out. I think I'm out.
Okay, ending your turn.
Yeah.
Alright, come to Nightborn.
One's dead.
Nightborn is going to move through this creature, grabbing the flank. It's a large-sized creature coming through in space. It's then going to take a bonus action to use the Crimson right here to activate their right. I think they would do. Only 1 point. Nice. They do lightning damage, right? Isn't that Cody?
He usually chooses lightning damage, yes.
Lightning. Okay.
Yes.
Just want to make sure. Lightning damage coming through. Coming for the first strike at advantage with flank on this particular creature. Comes through. 25 does indeed hit. That does 16 points of slashing damage dealt.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to attack on the sneak attack, which does an additional 5 points of damage here. That is going to be a dead creature as he slides underneath
Wonderful.
the creature. Before even getting to the lightning damage, right? He's able to come up at the backside of the creature. That's enough to get it to fail its CC. As it does slicing through, it's then going to look towards you, Gilga. This is where we're going to let the dice decide.
Please go for the guy behind our lines.
He goes behind and back where he was going originally, so he's going to move back into speed. He uses bonus action for the Crimson Right, and one of his actions to use that attack. That is going to be the end of Nightborn's turn.
Now on to spooky, scary man or woman.
All right, we come to the one on horseback. This particular figure begins to trot forward a little bit. As it does, a very ear-piercing shriek comes through. Begins to hiss through the night in the air. As it does, it begins to ride, and so it moves 60 feet while on horseback. As the horse begins to trot forward, looks upon the battlefield scape, and spreads the eyes, looking left and right. Then raises the great axe, and so it begins to move it from side to side very briefly. As it turns the horse, looking back west, in the distance of the fog appears to be a hulking figure approximately
Dragon Daddy.
45 to 50 feet wide and over 90 feet tall, resembling itself as a tree as it scrambles and mambles through the brush of the smallwood. Ends this creature's turn. Now come to the bats. How many do I have left? 2? Oh, I got more, yeah. Okay, let's do down south. That's going to be exciting. All right, this one's going to fly over.
I might have to save my
Why aren't
spells.
you excited about having those back?
All right.
My plan's going away, guys.
Gilga just left.
Gilga's like, bye.
You're back.
Yeah.
Wait, we lost. Wait, where did it go?
He said, handle the
Oh
mechanics.
no,
You got it.
the bats are gone.
I don't want to swing.
Oh, darn. The
All right,
bats.
Hold on.
Oh,
Okay, we'll do
dear.
the northern bats then, because we got a couple of them here.
Can I disconnect too?
Don't disconnect.
We just,
Totally do.
we just
Strategy. Just slow down. Slow down the deal.
Hi, I'd like to leave the Matrix now. I don't like it.
Oh,
Like,
Nathaniel's internet's down right now.
Internet's down.
Uh-oh. Well,
His gamer power. is
can you
reduced.
assume that he would want to leave his current plan and start a new plan?
Does he have his flash of genius now?
Yeah.
All right, so we'll go to the top side then with the bats, and we'll come back to the bottom side. So the top side here, one of the soldiers, as it does, it kind of flutters its wings, grips onto the wall, bites onto one of the soldiers' head. You hear it scream, and then muffled, and the head is ripped off of half the body and the head ripped off of the actual soldier as the screams just cease in existence. It then moves its entire movement speed, kind of fluttering and gripping upon the wall space as it kind of is pitching itself with its wings. It begins to shriek once more. This one's still kind of following onto you past. It kind of flutters itself, gets upon the wall, and then goes in for a bite. That's going to be 11, which misses you. That's going to be the end of that one's turn. Now we come to the two particularly that are in mid-flight. This one is going to fly here and then land. That is going to be a dash to get to that point. And then we're going to come to this one. This one is not going to be a dash. This one is going to land upon the ground and immediately go in for a strike at that particular one. And I'm going to move the catapult just briefly to get to the target.
Oh god! Quick emergency maneuvers.
All right, 17 is going to particularly hit this one as it doesn't have a shield or anything else. Just holding the hands. His battle axe inside. That's it. 15 points of
Oh, we're gonna
piercing
lose these
and
guys so
necrotic
fast,
damage
my guys.
is dealt. You see the body ripped in half from the right arm and the chest is just ripped off as the bat begins to eat the flesh and the body. The rest of the body just kind of crumples to the floor. All right, that's the top side of the bats. We're going to go to the bottom. One is going to fly over, land at the backside of Gilga. Sorry, Gilga, if you're not here. Nathan, we're so sorry. We're going to see if it hits. 14 is going to miss. The other one is going to continue to encroach. Let's move to this position here, only about 5 feet or so. Got to go in for the bite now, kind of forming a little bit of a flank around, but not necessarily getting advantage. There's no one opposing. And the other creature is blinded, so the other one didn't get advantage either because the creature's blind, right? That skeleton-like creature, right? So as they're kind of biting towards Gilga, Gilga's armor's kind of holding on, moving out of the way, and is not hit by the bats. Gilga
Good.
survives another day. Now we come to the skeletons. Skeletons are going to be targeting the soldiers.
Das ist nicht gut.
All right, one of the soldiers dies as arrows begin to fly out. On the bottom side, one of the soldiers die, and then on the top side, the one directly next to you, Paz, gets hit by an arrow and dies. Going to hit through the next. So he falls face first onto the wall and is gone. Going to go ahead and start clearing the board.
You still have my wall of fire glowing effect down at the south side?
No, that stopped because you
The
did the
light?
comments.
Yeah.
Oh, the color. No, can we keep the lights? Let's just.
I like the light. I think it's cool.
Cool guys.
It's real spooky. Let's get a little more light in here.
All right,
Can
board
we get
is
like light
clear.
all around?
Yeah, that's my main note actually for the commander. Is have you considered more light?
Radiant light, actually.
Have you considered only radiant light, but like a lot?
Yeah, like a lot.
Especially
A lot.
like
Like a-
radiant fire torches.
Like
there you
daylight,
go.
although that doesn't actually do damage.
Like
Radiant
n-
fire.
So
there's
we come
no
to this
amount
one,
that's too
At
much.
the top side, there's only 2 lizard folk of these left. This one is going to actually jump off of the wall and then step at the same time. As it does, it's going to land into this space here. If it works, there it goes.
Gross. Rude.
away from you, Paz, as it jumps off, and then it's going to move 5 feet and then go in for a series of strikes, a bite and a spear attack towards the one. Bite is going to miss with 7, goes in for the spear. That is both gonna miss. Soldier lives! He's dodging out of the way.
Absolutely not. No, thank you for sure.
But
Definitely
at this
pass.
point, because there is only 5 of these soldiers on the catapult has not been successfely reloaded.
Would I have
Top
gotten
one.
my attack of opportunity?
You wouldn't
I
have
just
because it
stepped.
was still in your threat range and
Can we
stepped
get one of
away.
these alive
Oh.
soldiers to come
Yeah.
down, please, and help out with the big catapult?
These
I'm
fuckers
sorry, he
have
would get his
in-depth-
attack?
No,
No.
You would not get attack of opportunity
You would
because he
not, okay.
stepped still in your threat space. So technically,
These
Just-
fuckers
okay.
apparently
Well, it's a lot of-
apparently have
stop
infinite
it.
misty steps.
Yeah, forever hopping.
Trained to use the mango launcher.
Gotcha.
all right. So the bite of this particular one as it approaches you, Paz. The last one here is going to ride up and come up for an upper bite towards you. 22 is going to hit you.
Weird.
Yes, it is.
You take 19 points of piercing and acid damage as it reaches up, grabbing onto your chest. It then grabs the spear and goes in to drive it home through your center stomach.
Ew. Stop.
13 is going to miss as you're able to get out of the way. The bite unlashes, it licks its flesh with the tongue kind of falling down, licks. You taste delicious. Perhaps I'll eat you.
Let's punch it right in the face.
Kind of gross, dude. Honestly.
All right, we come to the commander.
Come on, dude.
Raymar, Luna.
If you could just kill that guy directly.
Come into space, grabbing the flank of the bat. Comes in for a first strike. 22 lands. 12 points of slashing damage comes through. Goes in for the second strike.
I genuinely thought for a second you said that he literally grabbed it. It was just like, like,
I'm
For
crit
it.
vision. Crit vision. I didn't
like
get it.
Stranger Things style. Just
Second strike comes through. 10 points of damage. Bat is dead. Pass between
Do
you as the
that.
commander slices once and twice as the bat kind of pitches itself up and flies off the wall, dying, bleeding profusely. The commander looks towards you, gives you a thumbs up. We got this, sir. Goes in
I'm
for
just
a
protruding acid and blood
third-
from myself.
third strike aimed towards this large hulking figure. 12 points of slashing
But
damage
invisible.
is dealt successfully. Commander is just popping
it-
off.
do
I
it.
think it resummoned Gilga back into the chat as soon as it got back up.
It was so cool he came back.
Yoga's here.
He is invisible, but he's back.
Say something, Gilga. Let us know you're still alive.
Yoga?
Please,
Are
Gilga.
you- Yoga, are you here?
Dudley.
They wait for the light, Gilga.
Nathan, are you there? There we go.
We got there.
Not here.
He's turned
Get
into
that.
a wall.
Someone's controlling his computer.
Hey.
Oh my god!
All right, we come to Priest Dumbly. Priest Dumbly with the aura kind of done goes over top of the
You did.
body of the one that's
Risotto.
half ripped up and looks towards it.
I'm hungry,
No,
dude.
no! He gets to cry violently. He's looking at what to do.
You have the ability to hit.
Goes in for the
Thank-
Warhammer strike towards the bat. 21 hits. Deals
He
7
really
points of
actually
bludgeoning.
knows how to use it. That's
He
exciting.
swings it
He
across.
swung it before.
I don't believe he's swung it.
He's
Okay,
beginning
never
to
mind,
breathe
sorry.
profusely from running, as well as swinging this warhammer. Oh, Commander!
No, cardio's crazy.
Looking at the body that's half
He's busy
done,
eating his beignets, okay?
hoping that his aura of life might have something to do on the start of the creature's turn. And I was going to end. We come to the soldiers. You see, as the aura of life, bits and pieces begin to regrow from the flesh of the soldier that was actually dead. So the soldier that had died is actually going to be regaining one of the hit points with the aura of life. So I'm going to go ahead and put down a token here to
Thank you.
replicate that.
Just fill that catapult real quick. That would be great.
then
Glad
they're
you're not
If
dead.
you can toss that
They are
lizard
still
body
prone.
in there,
Yeah.
So as
Pros and cons.
soldiers now come to, begins to rise up. The soldier who begins to regrow and is prone breathing. Pristomia looks on the body. You know, the person. Hey, Lord bless you. You will live to fight. Reload this catapult. Come on now. Begins to
Okay, I
yell.
guess that's me.
They takes half movement speed. They successfully reload the catapult, having all 6 soldiers on it.
Yeah.
Next to go around.
All
right.
Mango launchers, go!
These three here are now going to separate out. So we're going to see independent battle axe strikes. So one of which is going to go towards the bat. Bat is going to get hit for 7 points of damage. Another one is going to go towards the large hulking figure in front. 17 hits. Oh my god, I'm landing so good for these soldiers. This is crazy.
They are actually much better trained than we thought they were.
Another day. The large hulking figure stands up after being struck towards the shoulder. And then helping you out, Paz, now is one of the soldiers turning around, but misses with a 10.
Well,
Fine.
he tried.
You whip.
It's the thought that counts.
Come to here. These ones now aimed potentially towards the creatures that are moving by.
What are they aiming for?
The large kind of zombie creatures that have now entered into the trench and they're proceeding forward. They four are going to fire at those at this point.
Can we get some light in that trench?
19 points of damage dealt to one of them as it kind of lands. The rest of the two kind of disperse into the crowd. Those four are done. Now come to these soldiers, which we have a total of 5. Stepping out, stepping out, stepping out, turning, turning, turning as they group together and they fire on one of the bats. One of the bats dies. I also forgot to roll. Another damage for this one. So this zombie is dead. Got to give one more based on the rule set, and then this bat is dead as well. So one of the zombies dies, and one of the bats dies as that group, that squad of soldiers begins to fire the crossbows. Now, these three are going to fire upon one of the bats. Dealing 5 points of damage in succession of the crossbows. The other two are going to grab the battle axes and retreat back through the hole in the wall, aimed at getting towards this creature that has pushed their way back towards the catapult. Per Nightborn's instruction, as Nightborn begins to talk to them, getting them.
Love to see it.
9 misses for the first one. Second comes through.
Wouldn't they have flanking though?
No, because those ones are operating the catapult, so they can't flank with them.
Dang it.
Damn.
9 points of
You
damage.
can't just call out them like, hey, turn around for a second?
So one of the
Super
battle
piece of
axe
shit.
strikes hits, unfortunately, after slicing down within the leg, slowly begins to rise up and is not dead.
Ah, dang.
Now
They have
we're
a
going
really
to
high. They have a really high constitution.
end
but you
the
have to do
soldier's
at
turn.
least, like 15 damage if you want to like guarantee their death, basically.
Can we just have
Bottom
like the bucket thing hit
Catapult
the guy?
there. Alright, all 9 figures are dead on this particular section of the horde.
Love to
As the
see
catapult
that.
Begins to land for a total
Guys, we can't
of
lose this catapult.
45 points of damage. Succeeds the
We
DC
haven't
of
lost
those
catapult yet.
capable of. Now, the top side is loaded, so as we end, this one is going to be able to fire, and it is going to aim for the trench. It fires out.
Where is it aiming?
Ooh. Love to see it.
Those targets in the trench are dead as the catapult lands down. It's a massive amounts of damage. The DC they can reach is not going to happen. So that's going to end that particular catapult's turn. Awesome work getting them all reloaded for that go around.
I'm on
Slaughtering them. All right, now we're going to come to the
No.
large hulking figures. This one now focusing the attention towards
Oh
the ones
my
that
God.
kind of
Yes.
came through with the battle axes.
Sorry guys, but we're
Idiots.
so glad to see it.
Noble. It's a sacrifice we are
It's
willing
a good
to make.
death. It's a good death.
Just bring over
This is
Dumbly.
both
We can revive
strikes
him.
with the Morning Star.
Miss.
15, 14.
Oh, you gotta
So
get-
penetrate
get hit.
for
Oh,
hit.
And they both
Idiot.
live. You plucky little bastards.
Oh,
Now-
guys, you did a
We now
good deed.
come to Timmy. Will
Come on, Timmy.
live? Will Timmy live? 20 hits Timmy.
No,
Timmy's crushed into the ground.
Damn it, Timmy.
Smashes.
It-
Timmy
he's
disappears into the Morning
He's
Star.
just outside the fucking.
Just
door of
outside
life.
the door.
Oh, that's fucked up.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's gonna
It's-
come back to throw things turn in a moment.
No, it's
Every
not
heart's
worth.
gonna
It's
get
not
above.
worth the spell.
It is
Another
no
strike
big-
comes through
no big
towards the
saving
commander. Commander is missed with a 12. This commander kind of braces the shield and falls back. Commander's not
Fuck
hit.
you.
We now come to this one. This one is going to focus upon the soldiers. First one coming through. That is going to be 14, which misses. Focuses on the one next. Kind of coming, almost clearing over, right? Kind of almost like this, if you can imagine, right? Swinging the Morning Star upright. 25 is going to hit the central soldier
Yeah.
here. And that's going to deal 11 points of bludgeoning damage, and that soldier is still alive. After
Yes!
taking the blow. Kind of coming with the Morning Star, clearing off the wall and then roaring. It's ferocious and just kind of attempting to do what they can. All right.
Honestly, this doesn't feel good, but I think we're doing pretty well, all things considered.
All things considered.
All things considered, doesn't feel good in any way, but I think this could be.
All right, so
Our
disadvantage.
soldiers
This
are doing
one
better than I
blinded comes
thought.
towards you. 10 misses with the gore as it raises his head violently, kind of swing wildly with the axe and with the gore. Blinded, it's just completely above you, Gogo. You're just kind of standing there as it's just swinging above you, and you're just like looking like, what is it aiming at? It just doesn't
Wow.
even see you. Has no idea what's happening, and that's gonna
Just
be
swaying
turn.
back and forth, dodging his attack like this.
As Winksong,
Just
you're
like right
still
there.
concentrating, and there's still 2 that have yet to be bumped. Nice
You
work.
don't know the move.
Alright, we now come to
Keep looking at please
zombie
dumbly.
creatures.
God.
40 feet, they advance.
No.
I'm gonna get the migraine.
Could you switch to closer ones?
What do you mean?
Oh shit! I guess I'm finding zombies too.
Yeah, it would appear so.
Oh no, guys. My plan is starting to fall apart.
What are the chances that if we kill enough of them, the dragon goes fair game and leaves?
GG, guys. I'm going home.
Like says like good show, like pip pip, and then leaves.
I don't think it's a dragon. You know, we didn't recognize this as a person. You know,
So you're no
That's-
longer
No, the thing in the back.
I'm no longer.
This one, right?
Ping it, ping it.
the
You're talking
horse
about the
one.
person on the horse. No, the
Yeah.
farther back than that, a
There's
new
a-
giant
there's a
thing has
creature-
appeared
yeah,
in
it's
the fog.
treant.
Oh, is that what?
Oh, I thought this was the creature that was behind it, the one that was
No,
leading the army behind
there's
it.
somewhere back
No,
here. There's a
'cause-
giant trend.
Yeah.
Oh,
there's
is
like
that what
a-
he said? Okay.
It, well,
Oh, I
it
thought it
was,
was a
a creature that resembled a very large tree.
It resembled a tree. I
It's a
don't know.
non-copyrighted tree creature.
It's a tree ant. It's an ant. We're fighting an undead
It's
ant.
not an ant. It is a non-copyrighted.
It's a species. It's not like it's gonna be copyrighted.
Yeah. But
A
if you
living
made-
being. Maybe it has thoughts.
You can't copyright a living creature.
Well, I mean, we could say the word. We
Fuck
just
up.
can't, you know,
I
show
know,
a picture
it's
of
like
it.
it.
creature that I created.
So as we end, zombie's turn. Before we come to the top of round 5.
Oh my god.
Yep, here comes Big Boy.
Don't say that.
Boom.
Go home. It's
You
fine.
think
Your
I
friends.
could send a tree.
All the
Yeah,
trees.
yeah.
Every
Um,
single one of them.
It's probably Grootgash.
As this hulking
Groot.
figure becomes revealed as it moves, moving through the shadows of the fog. They are now revealed to you, chained
Nope.
by
It is a
4
tree.
of the hulking figures pulling a massive redwood tree. This tree is roughly 90 feet in height. As it's being pulled, you see it's kind of wailing. This large hulkingness is happening as they're kind of shoving the chains. You see the horseback figure at this point turn the horse and look at it with the axe. And it shrieks once more as the pierce kind of comes through, shrieking out wildly.
This doesn't look like a very happy.
Break its
tree.
control in the tree.
I would like to point out that I did, in fact, ask that someone go get Paxina, and I have yet to see her. I know she's old.
In
It
total,
might
this
take
has
her a
only
while to
been,
get here.
it's round 5. It has been a total of not much time.
Okay, she's a slow mover. She's a slow
This
mover.
has been literally 30 seconds.
Wow, I'm
Yeah.
so tired.
This is 30 seconds? Oh my
Yeah,
god.
30
it's almost
seconds.
Seconds around.
That's
4
crazy.
30
hours.
seconds and they breach the walls? Oh my god.
Okay, but listen,
We're not
We-
doing that
we
good,
made it a
guys.
whole
They did
30
it in 30 seconds.
Heavy heart, you're
Technically
up.
probably
Top of
like
round
25.
5. All right, let's go.
All right. I'm gonna run.
it was rough, guys.
Yeah, you sure you want to revive Timmy over there? And we have
Not
a giant
worth
tree?
it.
Got him good, and we are going to
Please God, don't revive Timmy. I mean, he was a good one, but he was not
Not
worth
that
the spell slot.
He's good, but not that good.
Timmy, the Lord wants to reward your brave service.
See his body.
I don't want to come back.
Oh, don't. It's. He did his.
Fun.
You could have just let him die. You know, let one
Begins
of
to
us.
breathe,
You
still
know,
prone.
help one of
Spelled
us.
staff.
Yeah,
in
like
place.
I don't understand Thothics.
And, like,
See the
And
whole
you guys say
configure
I
turn.
waste my magic.
Yeah, we do.
Yes, that will turn.
Yes, we do.
All right, Paz, you're up.
Yeah. And I have
Was that your whole
in
turn?
my aura, so it's all good.
Was that your whole turn? You saved Timmy?
And I put this giant, this ogre, in my aura.
Okay.
The one up there is near death. This one is gonna go down probably.
No,
this
what are
round.
you talking about? Your wall's been destroyed, okay?
Yes.
Look up here,
I have
all right?
been
Heavy heart
busy.
does not
I
have
have
I
Yeah,
have
there's
a
no
lot
problems.
of murdering. A lot of killing has happened on this side, okay? It's
Wherever he is on the wall, on
I am-
lockdown.
I am one guy with a lot of wall to cover, okay?
All right, Paz,
So-
it's your turn.
That 20
All right.
ash, a
over
giant.
here.
Guys,
Just
Listen,
gonna say,
man.
I don't need walls to defeat people, Naira. You know, you gotta pick
We're on
it
for
up.
Dragon
I'm
Knuckles, here we
working very
go.
hard.
19 hits, 13 points of bludgeoning damage as it comes through, wrapping, punching, and piercing.
I'm also going to give him a little bit of a old what for and stunning fist him.
Succeeds
Bloody
with
strike!
18. Not
Got him.
stunned.
Damn it.
What?
Well, screw this guy still.
Well,
24, smacking it
Yeah,
around.
shit, I got
14 points of bludgeoning damage. You hear the neck snap and the head lob off. The creature falls out.
Love
He's
that.
dead.
love that.
comes up. No, screw it. I'll take the attack on that.
I'm going to move out the catapult out of the way so you can target.
I could, yeah. I'm going to come. This is a dude. I'm going to spend key point. Fury of Blow.
Woo, woo.
Going to hits. 8 points of bludgeoning damage. Flare blows back through the chest, coming through the Hypnotic Knuckle. It is dead as you come through. No longer existing.
Get those
Falls down to
fucking
the
bats while you're there.
Yep, that's what I just decide which one I want to try and get. You know what? I'm going to take Wounded Bat. We're going to. Cha.
Gotcha.
Cha!
10 points. Nice. Still up, though.
And
Down
I'm going
pieces.
to once
Slowly
again
gets
try and
wings
give him
up.
a little bit of the old one for and try and.
All right. It has failed on the stun. It is stunned.
It is.
Oh,
Sit tight, you piece of shit.
I feel bad that I left the there so I want to kill him, but I figured somebody else will take care of that.
There's only so much.
I'm going to. Yeah, you know, I'm going to stay up here.
Okay.
You know, I'll move 5 feet up this way just so I've got the way to get.
All right. Wingstone, you're up. No longer concentrating, as none of those creatures are impacted by your spell. They are advancing, much of which have come over the trench. So hulking and running at a slight staggering speed.
Anytime you want to use
Okay.
that plan that you said you have.
The plan is falling apart, guys.
Right,
But
right.
I got a new plan. I got the new a backup plan that I had just made up now. Okay, I'm gonna run over to Soot and I'm be like, Soot, what's the biggest explosion you can make?
Not that big, actually. I can do Wall of Fire is like the largest AoE I have.
Okay, if you can make a wall of fire, I can keep them down. Okay.
I can't. I've used up both my points now.
God
cool.
damn it, Soot, you shitty little fucking gal! I'm gonna. God damn it!
Wow.
Wow.
We've never
That's
seen
not
rage
cool.
like this before. This
You
is
want
true
some popcorn
roleplay.
with that spell, dude?
Okay,
Yeah.
you know what, guys? I got so many spells that I can do, and I'm gonna do
I've
it
yet to
again.
see.
I'm gonna do it again. Fucking hell. There's too many things. There's too many of them. Okay,
Hey, that's
shit.
the language that gets us killed. We just keep murdering them. We don't think about it.
Okay. Hypnotic Pattern one more time.
Yep, that's fine.
It's hit like everything right here.
What matters more is stopping the big ones.
I was actually gonna throw a bunch of my medias at the big ones because I can hit like 10 creatures, 11 creatures all at once because of them.
Yeah. But if you stop the ones in the front, then the ones in the back are just gonna run into them.
Because the ones at the front, though, they could just die like, little baseballs.
Aim
But
for the
no.
archers. Aim for the archers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
I get with all the big ones, too, though. If I
Yeah.
get the
No.
big ones, then I get the archers at the
Archers.
same time. Okay, guys. Let's go like Mario.
Let's go.
Yeah! Oh, yes.
All right, as you see multiple becoming hypnotic, you see as the person on horseback slowly turns and looks directly towards you, almost
Oh,
raising
that's
a hand to react, but then holds it back and looks towards what you've done, and stares back at you.
Oh, that's
Now flip him off.
Too far for that. Too far for that nonsense.
Flip you off, Dick. You can't stop. Hey, don't aim at me.
That was me.
just looks at you. Fuck
It's
you.
not cool. It's not cool, bro.
Hooey. Hooey.
Ew. Okay, I got the more shit I can do, guys. Don't worry.
That's the range.
Okay, guys, I don't have more shit that I can do, actually.
Yeah.
But can you hold bonus
Yeah,
action?
we kind of guessed.
No, you
No,
can't.
you can't.
Good night.
Fully action.
Okay. Okay, that's gonna be at the end of my turn.
All right, suit you're up.
Sorry,
Managed to
I'm
have
sorry,
bardic
no.
inspiration this entire time.
Yep, I haven't used it yet.
I've been
No.
reminding you.
I know, and I'm probably going to end up using it here. I'm going
You-
to, I don't want to, I'm sorry about this wing song, and I'm going to throw out, my last two meteors, right here, hitting 11 creatures.
Oh
as
shit!
long as you do a fuck ton of damage, that's what I care about.
Well, let's see. They're gonna break Hypnotic Pattern soon.
It's going to break the hypnotic patterns on these ones, but,
Like that? Right there?
yeah, it should be one row smaller on, one row and one column, so it should be a 3
Don't
by
say
3.
that. Don't say that.
2 by
Just let
3?
it happen.
It should be, because it only affects, it's a 5-foot radius.
Yeah, but the creatures that are large are in that radius. So that's
I know.
gonna hit.
It's if I center it on this one right here, it hits the 9 zombies and then the 2 larger creatures.
Just not the one at
Does
the
it-
bottom left. Just not that one.
Yeah, just not,
Yeah,
that,
not
one.
that one.
It doesn't hit that one.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine. I'm just gonna keep the template for my own use, and I got you. Okay.
Yep. So it's dex saving throws.
Let's see what happens. Dex saving throws.
What if you just died?
Such low damage.
Let's see.
It's fine. 4 is still good.
Oh, not if then now they can move in there. Just like
Lordy Lou.
Just gonna move them out of the space. We can assign damage.
oh no, they're dancing.
The picture of Priest Dumb Lee is making them groove to the move.
Go
How
for
much is
subsequent-
the
Go for subsequent damage. It's fine.
yeah? How much is the bardic inspiration die on damage?
It's a D8, so it's an
D8.
additional D8 bonus.
Okay.
Just tell me
so
when you want to use it.
I'm using it with this one.
With this one? Okay, go and roll
Yeah.
a d8.
Well, with this next hit.
Oh, so this is the next hit.
Yeah.
Double damage.
I rolled so low on my fucking d6s.
Yeah.
My bardic inspiration's coming in hot right now, though.
You did a good amount though.
I still got one more.
That one's not right.
Oh,
70.
one set. One
Ah,
set. That's
typo.
Hey,
Okay.
that's not a typo, that's
We
just
give it
extra
back, give it back,
damage.
good. Minus 74 damage. Isn't that great? Just-
They're the one that saved the other one as well. That one saved.
All right, let's see. In the jungle, the mighty
Two saving.
jungle.
Okay.
My Pokemon is dead.
Whoa, okay.
Did you assign the damage to the 2 big guys as well?
I did. Yep.
Okay. And see, that's my bonus action, and I will hold my action for when I got a large group again coming in, because I'm gonna cast Ice Knife.
What is that? What the?
Turret cannon.
What in God?
What?
You're here, ship
And,
cannon.
I am going to step behind Wingsong.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think
Right?
Moonsong's good cover, but sure.
He's bigger than I am.
bigger
so
than-
He's
Yeah,
tall.
you're
He's
covered,
tall and
you got
fluffy, so cover's cover.
Cover is cover.
Yeah.
And that'll be the end of my turn.
He's a fidgety cover.
All right, go.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm a fidgety cover.
All right.
Alright.
I will
Let's
use
go.
my bonus action to cast. Actually, I'm gonna cast Hex on this near to death. But I'm not sure how much health I need, but I'm not going to take a chance. Then we'll do Thunder Gauntlet. So
First strike comes through. 13 is going to hit. Does reach the AC of this creature. It comes through 10 points of damage. No reasonable hex. It is dead.
okay, never mind. That was a big waste of time. It was near death, I guess.
Leave it.
Sorry.
Everyone. Okay, everyone gives
Everyone, you
everyone
take off
gave
the
Gilga
field.
shit for jumping up the wall. Gilga's up here literally smashing.
Yeah, he's doing really good.
Hey, you know what? I've been holding shit. This is my
Word on
entire
the street
life.
is Gilga's the tank now.
My entire life has lived up to this moment. Oh, just like blind should be over because it's already past the attacker's next turn.
Okay, well, your
It's at
first
the
roll,
end of attacker's
oh,
next
okay.
turn.
Your first roll is the 12, so it is the 21 that is going to hit. So just 12 points.
Yeah, so shouldn't have disadvantage anymore. So,
That's very nice of you.
all
Very
right.
honorable tank move.
It of course is honorable. I'm doing well. I don't want to piss off the dice gods by lying.
Right.
I gotta be a rules way. I gotta follow the rules. And I'm gonna end my turn by just yelling, like a barbarian. I don't know exactly how to act like a hero, so I'm just gonna yell.
When Gilga class jumps to barbarian.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna yell, Master of Combat.
Hear the soldiers cheering for you. There you're up.
So funny. Hold on. Oh, the music got so noisy. 1 second. All I have is the freaking combat music. Hold on. And the beautiful rain. Okay. I'm gonna come here. That I'm in range to swing if I move here, correct?
Yep.
Great. Then that is what I'm going to do. I swear to God, if it's another nat one
That
on
one?
the first,
Oh, we'll see.
You cry.
I might just be like, well, guys,
It's been real.
it's been real.
26.
There you
Nice.
go.
Go
Thank
give me the
you.
fire damage, please.
Yes, I shall. 100%.
7, 6, 23 total.
Die. Be dead.
Alright, it is dead.
Thank you. That was one swing.
Through, slicing down one swing, cutting across the leg, and then coming back around. Your fire damage soon because falls down. Crunches into the wagon, unmoving.
Make it sound like a whale.
Keep
That's
hitting
the
things.
noise from
with
Lord of the
the
Rings,
catapult.
bro.
That's true.
Lord of the Rings, bro.
Right.
Remember the ogres that falls down, making that
I
noise?
didn't.
So
No,
iconic.
no.
Okay. I used all of my movement. Oh god, the sharing is back. Yeah, keep hitting things. Oh god, I know. Every time you do that, it re-jumps the music to loud.
Oh, really? That's fun.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It'll be like cheer, and then suddenly my music is like bum bum bum.
After your turn, go to your global volume controls and change it.
Okay. All right. I still have one swing, but I've used all my movement, haven't I?
You have.
Am I able to do more but hold that other swing for some reason the lizard guy
No.
rushes in? Okay. Well then I'm gonna just. Can I use that other swing to throw a hand axe? Is that too far?
You can. Range wise, let's see what we got.
It's
You're
60 feet.
Yeah, what I go for it.
I mean, it's disadvantage, but
You
it's
were
60 feet.
kind
You
of
gotta hold-
benevolent.
You gotta hold
God.
down control. Hold down control. It is disadvantage. but you can eat it.
Okay.
Eat it up.
I'm just happy I've been given this opportunity, so.
If you steal this kill, I'm going to be a little bit disappointed.
Well, does not hit. Throw wildly, goes right into the funk. Gilgut's right next to your foot.
Hey, if you need it.
Hey. Watch out!
Helping. Okay. All right. Well, I think. No, I want to save. I want to save that Misty Step because some of us don't have unlimited Misty Steps. So, I think that's. Actually, no. Wait. I can use my bonus. I mean, I can use War Magic and I can use my cantrip on that
You
guy.
can. Yep.
Haha. So I'm going to do that. Nope.
9 is going to be a miss.
Rip.
Closing the throw. All right, is that your turn? That is.
Hey, one dead. I'll take it. Catapult
Right.
safe. Thank you.
Nightborn is going to take the bonus action to dash, sliding underneath the
gonna
creature,
steal your
getting
kid.
the advantage from the actual flank. Is going to take the scimitar out, going for the advantage swing on the flank. 27 is going to hit. That does 14 points of slashing damage. Then I'm going to go ahead and tack on the sneak attack based on melee range.
They'll go. We're
also
all
going
taking your
to-
kills.
It's not like there aren't another like a dozen things. behind that.
Hundreds of them ready for us. So
Well,
So
well,
12.
I'm so
that's
pissed
true.
that
If you
they're-
could get those 3 zombies, that would be really
I'm
great.
I'm gonna give Cody shit next week for stealing my kill, even though it wasn't Cody who did it. Oh no, Cody didn't take my kill. That's fine.
And then it's a d6, I believe, for the right. That was
We're not done yet.
so many things. We're not done yet. I gotta figure out how much damage.
So 1d6 for the right damage, right?
I think it's running
Yeah.
1d6, yeah.
Yeah, actually,
I
go.
just
Once
don't
your
plan
kill
to
is
play.
gone, can you deal with the zombies?
Alright, it comes through. 5 points of lightning damage dealt. That is the first strike. Then passes on the Whales of the Grave. Just gonna throw that on.
How much health does Cody have?
So much.
6 points of
speed
damage
does
dealt
theirs
from
have?
Whales of the Grave. Then is going to take the extra attack with the Scimitar again. Gets 2 swings. Second strike coming through. 25 hits. It's going to do 15 points of slashing damage as the beast is slayed. It slashes down after sliding. Didn't even need the advantage on the
There you
flank.
go.
Knife
Oh,
looks
wow.
towards
Stole
you.
your kill.
Gilga crumbles a bunch of bows. Looks towards you. Winks.
That tracks.
And then is actually going to backpedal at this point, using the remainder of movement speed of 60 feet.
Yeah,
And
That also tracks.
We just keep staring. It's like, you better run.
All
You're
right,
my next
the one-
target.
we now come to the figure on horseback. The figure on horseback
No.
reaches the hand out towards the spell effect. As this ethereal energy shoots out in the direction for it, it seems as though this effect has now been dispelled. As the creature's now no longer on the effect of that. I'm going to go ahead and end your
Honestly,
concentration from the dispelled magic. As it
That uses
Well.
up some of its juice. Fine.
That sucks.
now turns the horse
Damn
and
it.
rides off for the figure of the tree. As it does, raises the great axe, and another shriek comes through. That is going to be the end of its turn.
Comes through where? What does that mean?
The shriek is coming from it.
From it.
Oh,
the
okay.
shriek comes
Got
from
it. Got it.
Yeah. The bat slowly turns, rotates, trying to figure targets out. I'm going to go and roll.
Dr. Paz.
Targets one of
Thank
the
you.
ones on the catapult, the middle one. This particular one right here, it's going to be a 9, which misses. Ending turn of the bats. We only have 2 left. And the other one, I believe, is stunned. Oh, we got one up here. Yes. Oh, munch, eat
So excited.
away.
Holy
It's the only
crap.
time I get to be.
That's-
Come on, it's the only time I get
Eats
to be
my
excited
child.
because I'm killing my own NPCs. Let's go. 15 is gonna
Why you sound
land.
like
No, they are
me?
strong like
Bites him
bull.
in
You will
half.
not. Oh, no.
You can't kill your players yet, so you kill your NPCs.
That's
Classic.
right.
Michael
right.
is drunk with power.
I'm drunk.
Wow.
All right. Bats are over
Kill my
with.
own creations.
Come to
Dance.
the skeletons. The skeletons are going to fire off a volley
Which
top
ones?
side.
Spooky
Me-
game.
Do you mind pinging them so I?
Yeah, so the skeletons are firing on that particular target. That target takes 13 points of damage. It is dead. It's one of the soldiers again on the top wall is going to fall down dead.
Why did it get so dark?
Lame.
Wait, come back.
Because they're
Because
dying.
he
They're
was
losing their
holding it.
torches.
Shoot.
Just the torch, so.
Shoot, it's getting spookier.
Lame.
Hey,
don't
can you
think
just
it
stick
puts-
that in like a little hole in the wall, just real quick?
This target
on
is
his way out?
focused.
As he's
and
falling
is
down,
hit
he like
for
Yes.
puts it down like
17 points of arrows. That one is indeed dead as well. Another soldier dies. Now we come to bottom side as another volley of arrows flies. That is going to be a
I don't like
total
this,
of 11 points of damage to this particular soldier, and that soldier is dead. Soldiers dropping from the skeletons. They're firing off arrows, the twings of their bows,
You gotta
going
deal with-
back and forth.
Which
We
ones
now
are
are
the
going to end their
skeletons
turn. We come to the lizard folk here, which are gone.
again? Stupid ass.
All right,
It's okay.
Commander.
All right, Commander.
Mar Alu.
Guys,
What
just
will-
a heads
what
up,
will
it's
the command-
2 minutes till.
Oh, I know. Don't you?
Oh, I know. Don't say that because then it's gonna get worse.
no.
Series of 3
Dragon
attacks coming in for the creature in front, trying to save Timmy's life after seeing the breath come
Yeah.
back. 12 points of damage dealt on the first strike. Comes in for the second strike. 25 hits for the second strike. 6 points of damage
he's-
dealt. Third strike. Comes in.
Timmy!
Come on.
Come on. 23 hits.
Come on.
12 points of damage dealt. It's not dead.
Oh,
Series of 3 strikes. He yells out, Timmy! Timmy! Get your ass up the wall! Timmy! Move! Timmy! He's
Come
yelling,
on, Timmy.
Oh, this is
Oh, God. Oh,
Priest
jeez.
dumbly go belly.
Oh jeez, man.
Oh,
Priest dumbly
gee
go belly
whiz.
looks towards the soldier that has been hit.
My
Is going to be
soldiers left
using the
my
action to
body.
cast a cure wounds, restoring the
jelly
life
curse.
into one of the soldiers
Oh, golly.
reaching out of the catapult.
I think I died.
I just want to stay
It's
here.
going to end the turn, maintain position as he taunts the bat in front. Attack me, you fool!
That's not
Yes.
you.
Not Timmy. Leave Timmy.
I attack him.
Now come to the soldiers. One left. Base
Come on, Timmy.
turns. This one right here, we're going to go here first.
Ah.
Top down. This one is alone now. After
come
the
on.
friends have been ate or shot with bows.
Fine, I'll
Paz is
stand.
gone.
Fine, I'll
Pulls out
stand.
the battle axe. Goes in for an almighty strike towards the
Come
one in
on.
front.
Come on, come on, come on.
Misses with a 6 as it stomps into the metal. No. Fuck this. He begins to run, jumps
Come
off
on.
the wall. Attack of opportunity begins to happen. Morningstar crashes down. That is going to hit him with a 20. You see as he's bashed off the wall for 23 points of damage as his body
A coward.
ragdolls
A
into the
coward's death,
stairs.
unfortunately.
Howard's
Gets hit
dead.
and dies.
Yeah, I'm not gonna revive
What?
him.
I'm saying,
Come on,
count that.
get it, get it.
That's
He's
not
not-
Timmy.
Yeah, not in the
Timmy
order.
Timmy would never.
That's
Timmy.
Tommy right there. The
All right,
fucking
Timmy
coward.
time. Timmy time. What is Timmy going to do?
Timmy
gonna
time.
stand up, half movement speed. Timmy is then going to take the action to
got this,
disengage.
Disengage.
Timmy has only got
Yes.
15, so he's going to go here. So action and movement is done. Timmy's in a full run down the wall. Ah!
Yeah.
but
Get to your
is he gonna-
voice.
What does the ogre do?
Go home at night.
You took the disengage as the action.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
Disengage is action, and
Hold on.
then 15 to get up and 15 to move.
Yep.
Timmy's not running. He's following orders. It's fine.
All right, 3 turn in the command to protect Timmy. They now turn with their
Go,
crossbows,
Timmy.
firing a volley off. Only one of them can successfully hit of the mob attack rule based on the armor class of the
Come on,
creature
come
and
on,
deals a total of only 2 points of piercing damage. They landed the creature.
No.
Damn, these guys are lame with their crossbows.
I know. Can we get back to the axe? That was helpful.
The axes are pretty good. Or like, what
Right,
if like
Dexter's-
light
When
their
it's-
arrows?
When its turn comes, it's done.
I've got
go
one
ahead.
up there we gotta deal with. Okay.
Firing off a volley
Unnecessary.
of crossbow bolts from the remainder of soldiers, they are now attempting to do counter archery upon the ones at the backside. They begin to spread out the damage dealt, trying to get towards the ones at the bottom side that are the skeletons.
Notice that my hypnotic pattern is gone.
Yes,
Yeah, I
it was
got dispelled.
Got dispelled.
Did you miss
One-
that?
One horse.
No, I was trying to make sure that I got nutrition.
The rider went, no thank you. And it just went boop and then it ran off toward the end.
the mangonels. Let's see what they do.
The
Damage,
mango
I hope.
launchers.
Come on. Come on.
Come on, you can't dispel magic. These.
Ooey.
It
Ooey.
was a low roll that they're able to save from.
think so. I think this is a good roll for us.
Come on.
See,
It's
this
so
is
dark.
a good roll. This was a good roll.
Look out,
Only
Oh,
two of them
all
are
right.
able to get up after the undead fortitude kicks in. They arise as the catapult lands down, kind of kicking up with a large amount of sprout. Again, ending. They are both reloaded as they have been maintained. Nice work. This one is going to
Woo!
fire off as best as it can. Again, rotation here is difficult, so it's aimed in position and attempting to kind of fire out what's in front of it, and it's going to be aiming towards the kind of a target directly out there.
Oh, well, there are things there, so that works great.
Taking out below 4 as it lands. Now, coming into view of the hulking figure and the commander striking, the commander's now looking in the distance of the battlefield. The commander now yells outwards, "What the fuck is that? Catapults! Target the fucking tree!" He begins to yell outwards
Oh, no,
towards the
it's-
catapults.
Rider.
They begin to
Hit the
slowly
rider.
turn
It,
and
right.
directly and begin to load in. And
You
the
killed the
anticipation
thousands
of
that are in the way between us and the tree.
I don't know
Yeah.
if we should be killing the
Could
tree.
we handle the tree? Could we handle that one? Could you handle the little ones that are dead and still alive simultaneously?
More than welcome
That
to
would be
talk to
great.
the commander on your turn. More than welcome.
Okay.
All right. So, starting turn in space. Roll damage, please. 48.
Oh, gosh.
Let it die.
All right, that creature is going to, unfortunately, fail its saving throw, and this is radiant damage. This
It's radiant damage, so it doesn't
unable
matter.
to rise itself up. Now come to this
Let
one
it
with no
go
targets
up and
left. It
die.
takes its
Okay.
action, smashing into the wall. As it does, it
No.
is able to destroy that
No.
segment of wall.
It's only hit the wall once though.
No, this
Maybe the
is
other
the
one
second
took
hit.
twice.
That is the second hit.
No.
It rammed it first, taking second action to attack it the second time.
No, because the lizardmen were in the way when it got to the wall the first time.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, they were, weren't they? It stopped. All right.
Yes.
All right. It
Oh,
will be.
shoot.
It
Ooh,
will be
right.
destroyed.
Ooh, it would appear we still have a wall. Ooh,
Somehow there's a
ooh.
mystical, magical cloud that's beginning to form above suit. I need you to.
It's so weird. It feels like he's
Can you-
suddenly only
the
a
only
cat.
one
Can you
left,
make a
and-
an intelligence saving throw real quick before you get killed? Power word kill right on you.
I just get feeble-minded.
Yeah, there you go.
It's weird. The tree hates cats. It's weird.
All right, we now come to
keep
the skeleton-like
climbing up it.
creatures. These large bowl creatures. There are 4 of them left. They begin to run forward, hulking towards the wall, ending turn. We now come to the zombie creatures. They begin to advance. We're now
so
going to have some difference. We're going to go with the bottom end, as now they begin to break formation. 1 dashes, 1 dashes, 1 dashes.
You pulled the skeleton archer for
I
me.
did. He's supposed to be back here. Hold on.
Yeah.
He was
Uh-huh.
So they're getting pretty
Come at me,
close.
bro. Come at me.
We're just gonna come back next week and be like, all right, what the hell?
These are all dashes.
Naira-
They begin to surround
Naira,
you.
those 3 can handle the lower half.
I pulled
We
another.
need to worry
skeleton.
about the large
Get back there.
group in the middle.
Okay, so I should move diagonally.
Yeah. Go. Yeah.
All right. Based on their movement speed trajectory, actually, some of which are going to hit you, but mob attack rules state they can't hit you based on your AC, Goga. So you are technically attacked.
Stupid.
You're a
This
wall.
one is going to come
If
here.
you could just swing in a circle real quick, that'd be really.
All right, so
Wait,
Gilby,
is
some
this
of which are
spaced
attack
out?
you, but there's not enough to actually penetrate through your AC based on their modifiers. However, now that they're completely surrounding you, it's not looking good. They're reaching, and groping on you, grabbing on you.
That's looking great, actually.
Because you forget my spells, good sir. You forget my spells. I have something for this.
I'd love to see it.
I can't wait next week to
Remember.
see it.
My prepared spell, my always prepared spell is
Ooh.
Thunder Wave. I can basically repel everyone within a 15 foot from me, which also means Varus, but fuck Varus. Don't mind kill.
If all of the zombies moving up, I'm gonna cast Ice Knife that I held.
Don't know if it's gonna
So-
pan out, but
11
see,
and 7.
Hit
big
me.
guys over there. I'm gonna aim my 2 ice knives because I'm twinning it at these 2. If I can remember how to.
Oh Lord.
It should be technically hitting 9 because it's a 5-foot radius again, as well as the 2 big guys. So, but 13. That sucks.
Okay, so you're striking.
The first one is centered on this guy right underneath.
Like that.
Yeah,
Well, but I mean, it's still dramatic. It's dramatic, but okay. So you
yeah.
should be getting the 2 big guys,
The 2 big guys, and then
the 3
the
above,
the 3 above as well, and the 1 to the right.
and the 1 to the right. Okay. But
So
then which one are you targeting for the primary?
it's the one directly underneath
Directly
the top
in the
left
center.
of the.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, it's gonna fail, and then takes the
Yeah.
5. The rest are
5.
gonna
It's
take-
5 piercing damage to him, and everybody else takes 9 cold on a fail or 4 on a success.
Okay, 2 of which are dead. They have failed their save of the Undead Fortitude, and then we're going to be rolling saves for the other 2. So the 2 large hulking ones, and then the 3 for the other ones.
You guys happen to know how undead fortitude works? Like how it's calculated?
Yes, it's
They have to
5. It's a con save based off of a DC of 5 plus however much damage they took to kill them.
Okay,
Right.
thank God.
Or
I
you
have
deal
a-
radiant damage.
Or
Or
if
you
they
do
take
radiant
radiant
damage
damage,
or
it takes
critical.
below 0. It's automatic.
Yeah.
The giant,
Never mind.
the hulking skeleton figures have succeeded in their save. The rest of those underneath have failed.
Alright.
2 of which have died yet to rise.
Alright. The other one is gonna go for the one that's directly in front of the one that got hit first. And I'm not gonna consume the spell slot with this one. That's a better roll. Okay.
They're getting pretty close.
Gotta move stuff out of space here.
Yep.
Okay, so we're targeting that one here,
Yeah, that one and then the 2 in front as
and
well.
then not that one though.
Not that one.
Okay,
These 2 up here.
I got you. And this is where the primary one was through.
No, it was this one.
The one in front. Okay.
Yeah. Can't target the same. I can't target the same creature twice. Twin spell.
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
Just a reminder, we're 10 past 11.
I got you. I got you. Let me go ahead and calculate my zombies. You should be talking to
Listen,
Suit right now.
I got a crazy week ahead of me. Parents are being let back in the building. I'm having my wedding next Saturday. I just need to go to bed soon.
Ooh, wedding.
American wedding, round 2. This time it's personal.
Electric boo.
This time there will be blood.
A Bloody Mary, that is.
They all failed.
Bloody Mary.
I said I would come in for 2 hours tomorrow and start off the letting parents into the building for drop-off thing, and then I'm gone all week, so.
Yeah.
So with that done, those have moved. We're gonna finish it off as one of actually has entered in for the first time of your radiant damage here, and then the rest of these are actually going to be entering as well.
Okay.
Love that for them.
So I need you to roll damage, please.
Doing that right now.
They can all come in if they want, just in that
There you
nice,
go.
cute little circle.
18. Anything that's like already wounded is basically dead off of that.
Yeah, but these are all fresh.
Yeah. Oh, except
Yeah.
except for this one.
Yeah, this one
Oh,
is.
yeah.
You're
That one's
done.
fucked. Beep, 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 beep.
It's okay.
3 of
So
them
thick
saved,
is-
so that one's dead anyways.
So Thick is blessed. He's gonna be fine.
Do we,
Both things-
can we
both
level
go
up in the
down
middle
on
of the
his
siege?
All right.
In the
So
middle
we are
of the
at
siege. I
the
mean,
top of round 6, and then we're gonna go ahead and call it. Okay, so I think some of you gotta get on out of here. Awesome work.
Woo! See, I think it's going pretty well, all things considered.
Yeah, it could be a lot worse.
It could be.
Oh my god.
It could be a
My
lot.
plan like fell apart as soon as the zombie horde walked through them.
That feels right.
You know, I'm surprised at my rolls. I'm like, wow, my rolls are actually not shit this time.
I mean, to be fair, a good amount of them were helped by the fact I kept yelling at you to do good.
That is true. Without Wingsong, I would basically be a mess.
Listen, you killed the first thing because I helped you
You got a lot of help, Gilga, is what I'm
with your
hearing.
little bow and your little damage.
Wait, I
Oh,
killed
Wing
something?
Song, yeah.
Yeah.
Do y'all
Wait,
want
what
to do
did
your
I
kill
kill
count
again?
now, or do you? I don't have individual kill count, but I have total kill count. Or do you want to wait till the end of the fight?
Well, I can't even remember what the
Oh.
first thing that we killed was.
We've been doing
What's-
pretty good at
what's the
murder.
total?
You shot
kill
a
count.
skeleton, and I helped you.
You did like a.
Well, I
fucking-
wasn't
Tweaked it. Was like, it's okay.
It's this way.
Do we
This way,
get-
not this way.
Do we get
To your-
XP in
to
the
your
middle?
cheek, not
No
to your
XP
ear.
in the middle for this particular engagement. No.
Rude. You just want to hold us back.
What is the total kill count at the moment?
The total kill count at the moment, I will give you. I'm not going to tell you the exact number, so I'm going to anticipate, but it is plus 50 at current.
I got a question about
Phew.
magic.
That counts the catapults.
Yeah, I think the catapults are the majority of the work.
Yeah,
We
the
just-
catapults have done the majority of the work right now.
There's only-
Yeah.
I was 2 of those.
I think I've gotten.
I was
killed off-
one.
I've managed to
Four, I
kill
think.
off at least 10.
So there was
I've
16.
gotten 2 giants.
There were 16 bats, and
Three
there's only
giants?
2 left.
I got a bunch of bats.
12
Yeah, you
lizard
got a
folk,
bunch
and
of
there's
bats.
none left. Right.
Yeah, I killed off quite a few lizard folk. I've killed off plenty of zombies, a couple bats.
We should probably take a nap.
Of course,
middle
Sue
of
has the
battle.
most friendly fire.
Just a quick siege nap. It's fine.
I have 2 ogres. That should
I-
count for like.
Yeah, I
5
think
or
I've got
10,
about-
I don't know.
3 ogres and like 5 bats.
I called out to Gilgas, telling him get back to the wall.
Listen to
And
that
he
one.
didn't-
I wouldn't have had the kills I've gotten, you know.
No,
I
you
wonder how
no,
Cody is going to feel
You-
that I
you
put his
would've.
character out in front of
I
him.
love it.
Still-
I think it's been
still
great.
could have gotten those kills. It's just
I'm
the
glad
whole
he's having
point was
fun and
you would've-
loosening up.
You would have redirect to the wall. You weren't supposed to go up it. Just get back to the wall so you'd be behind the fire. They'd chase you into the fire, and then you can go around it and get behind them.
Yeah, it's
You
too
know-
complicated.
Yeah.
I got a quick
Like that.
question, by the way, when it comes to magical items. Now, let's say hypothetically someone were to have a scroll. Can they upcast that scroll spell?
No.
You cannot up-
Only
you
And
cannot
whatever
they
up-
throw
the
it
scroll is,
and hit
no.
someone with it.
The scroll, yeah, the scroll
That's
has
not
a
a that's a
spell on it.
downcast. That's not an upcast.
You
Okay,
can whack them.
I get to go.
Sounds
Yeah.
good.
Bye.
I had to head out too.
I'm going to close
Yeah.
out the stream, so if you're watching these so much, we appreciate it. Bye.
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 Little-